Hi, guys. Can you hear me okay? Yeah, I'm doing alright, Jeff. It's just been very strenuous the last few days. I had a few days where I've just not been feeling well, and then I've also had strained myself doing physical tasks. It's just one of those things. Right, I think I'm about ready. I think we've got everything sorted, so... How you doing, Active, by the way? Must be exhausting? Yeah. Yeah, well, having a fatigue problem and everything else does not help. On top of everything I have to do. Hey, thank you. Holy shit, man. Thank you, Cope. That's really kind of you, man. I don't know if half those people are in here right now. They might pop in a bit later, but thank you. How you been? You alright? You got them. Let's have a look. Oh, Tom got one. That's nice. I know Tom will appreciate it. Wolf out. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's really kind of you. Hi, Mario. How you guys? You all alright? Right. I'm gonna stop dawdling around and actually get things done in game. That would be a good start. No, it's really sweet of you, Co. It's really sweet of you. Bad day for you, Mario. I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully things get better. Destroy at least 2 air units. That shouldn't be difficult. Oh, well, I'll have my fingers crossed for you. I would say I'd do a little pom-tom, like, cheerleader dance for you, but nobody wants to see that. That would not be good on my part, although it might be funny to you. In which case, have a laugh at my expense. Oh, you had a breakup, Mario. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, try and take it easy. Deep breaths. Fluffy hugs. We're all here for you. Are you getting 5v1? Yeah, that sucks. I don't know. Maybe look at positioning. Sometimes that can make you a target. I don't know if you've considered that. Have you watched the replays through? Because if you're getting yourself isolated, people might be seeing you as an option to pick up. I don't know, just as a line of thought. I don't know, obviously, without looking at your plays, but... Maybe in a bomber you're flying too low. There could be a lot of different reasons. Hey, Ghost! Here's your farm. You've got other girls in line. Dang, that's cold. That'd be cold, man. One would question, though, why said girls are in line, though. Did a lot of running around on Friday, fair enough. Well, hopefully it was productive. Fingers crossed. Can I repeat? No, I was just saying why I said ladies in line. Are you just that hyper desirable, or have you intentionally lined a bunch up? Because if you intentionally lined a bunch up, then that might explain why they broke up with you. People get jelly and shit, you know? But if it's just, you do gym, okay. So you think you're hot, basically, right? Okay. Fine, fair enough. They got them coming to you, is what you're saying. Oh, you got that TV? Yeah. Is that TV any good, Cope? Oh, first one's broken? That's no good. I'm assuming you got it replaced then. Calisthenics? Yeah, I know about that. Never done it, but I know of it. Hi, Haynes. How you doing? Oh, she cheated? Okay, fair enough. No, it's alright. I'm trying to be balanced here and kind of look at it from different angles. I've only got what you say to go on. I'm not saying you've done anything, but... You have to be a little bit balanced with these things. Do I mean Vault Protocol? Yeah. Yes, I do. Hang on, I will link it. Yeah, I have invites. If people want to come play it. This one. I have 2 invites. And yes, it's a horror game. Yes, I'm going to scream later. You have been warned. Oh, yeah, sure, Cope. But yeah, Matt, yeah, I hope everything goes alright, dude. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it'll be okay. But yeah, nobody should be cheated on. That sucks, man. That sucks so bad. You're right, Ghost. You guys been busy? What you been up to this weekend? I've been mostly cleaning. Yay. Cleaning and resting. The joys.
Destroy the target.
Oh, Cope, that looks nice. Is that one dead pixel I see on there? Oh my god, I'd be so mad. It is. Ah, that sucks nuts so hard. You got any play? Nice. Which one? That's why you talk about it? Yeah. I mean, these things happen, but it is really annoying. Congrats on the level 2 hype train, guys. Make sure to get your chests. Oh, the full 10. Yeah. You went to the War Museum with a friend? Nice. Hope you had a good time. I had a fantastic time. Brand new out of the box as well. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. I enjoy bombers. Yeah, I quite happily play them. I'm more of a fighter player personally, but there's a demo version. There is. I can give you the playtest access if you wanted, Shano. Hey, Troy, hate him. Yeah, can you tell the difference with 4K or not? I've never had the inclination to move up to 4K personally. One, expensive. Does it make that much of a difference? Then again, I probably would have said that like 10 years ago about like 480p to 720, you know, and here we are now. Anyone starting in warthunder a tip? One, don't panic. It's a lot to learn. Two, play what you want to play. If people are being salty and pushing you around, ignore them. There's a lot of that goes on in the game, unfortunately. Three, try and understand the core economical systems within the game. Understand the basics of how the research tree works. And try and focus on being the best possible teammate you can be in a match. That should be your priority. You'll get the fundamentals slowly develop over time, and you'll be productive, and ultimately, yeah, being productive in matches will eventually earn you better rewards. So try and focus on that kind of stuff, because it will help you out. And don't panic about like swapping sets. Sometimes swapping sets can be good because it'll help you learn what your opponents are trying to use. So that can give you a little bit more understanding of the limitations and strengths of your opponents, if that makes sense. So you can then be better geared to deal with them in a match under certain conditions. I'm in arcade at the moment, yeah. Yeah, I'm just doing my dailies. No, it's all good, Troy. I wish you all the best with it. Your eyes aren't good enough to... Yeah, don't worry. I'm kind of feeling like that. I don't know what that means, Life. If you would like to elaborate, then I can understand what you're saying. Because at the moment, it just looks like you slapped your head on the keyboard. Country, I'm playing UK at the moment. They added the Welkin and the Washington. So, been grinding out the upgrades for those. I'm not grinding for a specific plane, no. I'm just going for whatever. My goal is to get everything. Yeah, you and Snake are all over it, man. It's good though. Any jets? Yeah, I do. I have max tier, I have jets. I've got mostly low tier jets, but I do have some higher tier jets. It's a bit of a random mixed bag. You want to get to jets? I mean, it is theoretically possible to do within a month. It just depends on how much time you've got to play and how well you play. Obviously, the better you play, the quicker you'll get there. Premium tech treat mix. I have a mix, Crollo. I have a mix. was about to line up. Yes, I'm playing arcade, Omar. If that's a problem, you can go use the search bar to find someone else. Best of luck in your hunt for someone not playing arcade. Top tier, I can't remember what the exact cap for top tier is off the top of my head. I'd have to double check. I can't remember. Somewhere up around there. I do. I've got max number of crews for every nation. It's completely unnecessary and ridiculous. You don't need to do that. I would not recommend it for the average player. Just asking. Well, you're the one putting a crying face in, which kind of implies you're upset. You know. I don't mind people asking, but crying face or like that wilted flower thing normally means people are upset. How you mean for your writing to come across versus what you actually mean can be two different things. Emojis are generally used to give some kind of inclination as to which direction you mean it. Is getting max crews expensive? Yeah, it can be. So the first few you get for silver. So you'll need to grind the silver out. And then the rest is eagles. Depends on how many lots you want to do, but you are going to be talking tens of thousands of G to do it. I know we've sat and calculated it before. I can't remember what it came out to. But then, yeah, it can be done, Active. It can be done. Again, it really just depends on the amount of time you've got and how good you are. Obviously, the higher BR you play and the better you are at it, the faster you'll get there, but I wouldn't personally want to rush it like that, but some people do want to, and that's absolutely fine. You can if you want Ghost. I'm doing 6-7 at the moment. 6-7 and under. So, yeah, if you want to join, sort yourself a set. Usual rules apply. I might do some other stuff today. We'll see how we do for time. Hey, Boxing. How you doing? You're alright. Just gonna try and drop on some of these. And so we want upgrades right now. I need to get 2 kills a match for qualifying for easy, so we didn't do it on this match because I was faffing around, but it's fine. Did you want writing, Ghost? I'm not your dad. We don't do parasocial relationships here. I am a woman. I am not related to you. Please don't do that shit. It's really annoying. Hi, Uber. I don't recognize your name, man. Sorry. You'll have to enlighten me who you are. Oh, it's you, but I've just clicked on your username. God dang it. Sorry, I couldn't see your old one. I just clicked on you and it's you, but how you doing? Yeah, sorry if I could see what you've changed it to. Without clicking on it, I didn't know who you were. That was the problem. Can you see my jets? Like I say, I have a bunch of random ones. So I've got that F-16, there's an F-18, F-20, there's an AVB. I'm in the low tier stuff here. If that makes sense. And then I'm in, again, low tier stuff here. Snail allowance, Crollo. I'm a CC for the game. So, long story, CC allowance. 1v1s, I don't do 1v1s, sorry. Not the place for that. We don't do 1v1s here. I will be doing customs eventually, but they're going to be silly modes and it'll be on my terms. Again, low tier jets here. We got the AMX over here. Yeah, so it is a bit random. I've got all the Swedish ones pretty much. Can I have your account? No, account sharing is against the terms of service of the game. And it's not in the spirit of sportsmanship and integrity. So do not account share, do not sell accounts to each other. It is against TOS. No, I don't do 1v1s, Dean, as I just explained to someone else. Yeah, hang on, Ghost. Wait. There's no point in you trying to invite. You can open up a chat with me, that's fine. How'd you get gold? You pay for it with real money. That's how that works. That's how you keep the servers up. Alright, hang on, Duck. I'm getting you in. Just hang on a minute. Alright, there you go. You've got a request. You're broke, so you can't? Yeah, if you're broke, your priority should probably be food, rent, and, you know, the essential things in life, not spending money on video games. Priorities. Why do I have so many crows? I don't need this many crows. What if sadly you can't? Very funny, active. You gonna start another tree? I don't know. It's up to you what you start. That's the thing. You've got freedom in this game. You can do whatever you want. That is the amazing thing about it. You can do what you want. Tage, by the way, thank you for the follow. Likewise, Arton as well. Warthunder is your life? Okay, well, then find a way to fund it then. As I say, prioritize IRL stuff first. But, yeah, if you have free time and you have the extra money, then yeah, sure, spend them on video games. But if you can't pay your rent at the end of the month because you spent £300 on a vehicle in game, that's a you problem. That's not anybody else's problem. It's cool being an adult and being responsible. Shocker, I know. I don't have crews maxed out in the sense of the XP, no. I have some that are getting close, but because I play every single set across the full board, I don't have any of them maxed. I've only got 3,000 hours in the game, so I have a ways to go, but I'm getting there slowly. Let's see what we can do. I think what we'll probably do is we'll throw that Welkin in, and then I'm going to throw a Tempest in just to farm quickly. And we'll go from there. I think that's going to be the easiest thing to do. You're right, active. 3,000 is a lot of hours. I mean, not considering I've been playing the game since 2013. In all fairness, I did have a break between 2015 and 2022. So, you know, which wasn't my fault. It was just bad in that situation. But it is what it is. But yeah, I had about 250 hours back when I was at uni, and then, yeah, the rest of it's been since, but yeah, the joys of crap internet are not great. How many vehicles do I need? As many as I want. Hi, Den. You are welcome to play with people, but we operate a lobby system, so if you want to join on stream, you need to know the lobby rules and follow them. Yeah, I am aware you're behind me in your new vehicle. But yeah, best of luck finding people to play with, Dan. Hi, Rennick. You okay? Are you still good for Vault later, by the way, Rennick? How you been? What's my rules? Very simple. Don't throw, don't break TOS, don't AFK in the middle of matches. First come, first serve for lobby spots. To queue, you put your in-game name in chat. Only do so once your settings are correct. You're physically logged into the game, and you have a BR compliance set ready to go. Console players will need crossplay enabled on both the client and the console. Your responsibility to sort this out. Don't know how to do it? Google it. All players must be able to accept invites from non-friends. I cannot guarantee space on my friends list. BR compliance, basically, I declare a mode in a BR. Every vehicle you bring on must be on or under the limit. No exceptions. If you don't reply to queue promptly, I yeet you to the back of the queue, basically. Do it too many times, you get a lobby ban for time wasting. Fairly straightforward and simple. Just keeps everybody on par and keeps things moving. You're right, Can. How you doing? Yeah, all good? Okay, cool, running. Yeah, if anybody wants access to the Vault playtest later, let me know. I've still got 2 invites, so if you've been on my Steam list for at least 30 days, I can invite you. So if anybody wants that for later, let me know. and you can get it installed in time. Sounds like a lot? Not really, it's not. It's like 30 seconds worth of stuff, and most of it's common sense bullshit that you should be doing anyway. So, if that's difficult for you, all the best in life, but that sounds like you're probably going to struggle with, you know, things like a job and following basic rules. I said a lot? Not really. Again, if that's difficult for you to comprehend or understand, that's a you problem. It's very simple. It's like a bucket list of like 4 or 5 things. Again, if that's too complicated, I really wish you the best in life, but you are going to struggle. You'll take one, Shano? Sure. What was it again? I'm not going to go through it again. If you missed it, that's a you problem. I said it like 30 seconds ago. You can go watch the VOD back to get it. I'll probably end up going through it again in a minute anyway when someone else pops in, but... your inability to pay attention ain't my problem. Come on. Let's go around. Okay, we've lost that one, that's fine. Shanna, I will ping you that invite in a second. Give me a minute. Invite friend, Shanna. There we go, done. That has been sent, Shanna. Props only? No, no. We just operate with BR limits, Robinson. That's the way the lobbies work. You will find a mix of jets and props at this BR. That's quite normal. I'm going alright, Derp. How are you? Alright, let's keep going. Scary plane, yeah. I don't think he's there boxing. I think he left after I sassed him for not paying attention. I could be wrong, but... he's not showing up for me anymore. I think he got a little upset when I said he had a low attention span.
Attack hostile troops.
Oh, 4.3. Hey, 4.3 ain't too bad. 4.3 is pretty good. There's some good stuff in that range. There is some good stuff to be had. That is a massive front of enemies there. This is scary. That is a scary quantity of enemies. Alright, we got that one. Okay, some of those have peeled off. We're good. That gives me a little bit of space and time to deal with this. I just need to try and catch this guy before those guys come over. Because they're gonna come and ruin the party in a minute. Oh, Wi-Fi? Yeah, Wi-Fi that drops out constantly is a nightmare. I stream and play games on a PC 3 AM. I do have consoles, none of them are plugged in though. BR and Tree, I'm playing 6.7 and under Air Arcade UK, Tree, England. Good download Vault? Yeah, no, it's still good, Can, still good. Yeah, I don't know what the player limit on it is, I need to double check that. I am going to be screaming though on it, you have been warned. I can't turn around fast enough for this. No, you're fine, active, don't panic. You're all good, you're all good. How many hours do I have? I have about 3,000 hours in this game. Hey, JG, how you doing? I'm getting there slowly. Getting there slowly. So they keep chipping away at it. As I say, I want to get my daily stuff done. Daily stuff's kind of important. 6 players? Okay, that's good, that's good. I had a feeling it was 4 or 6. I couldn't remember, though. Gotta go to the farm today. Fair enough. All the best with the farm. Hopefully it goes well. Paul J? No, thank you. I'm not a new player, dude. I'm not stupid. I know exactly what that does. Nice try, but good luck. What trees have I completed? None. Because I don't do it that way. Most players will, like, yeet up 1 or 2 trees. I'm playing every tree uniformly. Up to tiers. So I'll basically do a tier as a batch. Yeah, don't spread misinformation, Pung. Kinda gross and stupid. I know you're just taking the piss and it's ridiculous, but like, come on, dude. Can have a block. I really don't care for people that act like 2-year-olds. Too tedious? Yeah, it is too tedious for most, and that's fine. Would I play infantry? I have played infantry. I think we're due for another tech test soon. For yeah, to each their own, exactly. That's the nice thing about this game. You can go about it however you want. You gotta go off that? No, it's fine, Ghost. It's all good. That's absolutely fine. You got Germany done. Oh, good luck with doing China. China's kind of weird mix. Hi, anonymous person called Geometry Dash. I can see your username. I have to click into it though, but hi. Alright, I've got a qualifying match on this one. Yeah, I can see you, dude. I can see you. I'm just getting on with playing the game. When I get Squadron Plane, I don't play it. I do sometimes play them, not always though. At the moment, I'm working on the Liverpool. Last vehicle I got was the Shimakaze. But yeah, I do grab the squad vehicles. I just don't necessarily immediately jump on using them. They are definitely good to have though, and I am slowly building up my roster of them. I have played some of them. I've got an American jet as well. I think I've played that like twice. But yeah, I need to just slowly keep working on grabbing stuff, but I am getting there. But yeah, sometimes I'll prioritize a squad vehicle that's related to a set I'm planning to do, if that makes sense. But again, I'm not in a massive rush. It'll just kind of happen when it happens. Oh, the decorating. Yeah, I like the idea of decorating in this game. I just don't like wasting my time on it. I'm normally wrapped up busy trying to get stuff done. Yeah, the base. I need to do more Soviet. I'm slowly getting around to them. Just taking me time again because I'm trying to do every set. It's gonna take me a while. No, that's fine, dude. That's absolutely fine. Catch you later. Best of luck with your tanks. I hope they go well. So yeah, that was take 6 out. So basically I got take 2 out and take 6 out. It's not too bad. Hi, Alan. Yeah, I have 10 crews for every nation. It is excessive. I agree. Oh, great. Alright, I'm retweeting this. Right, okay, something you guys need to be aware of. So, 1, there's a community map in the Chameleon game that is actually malware. 2, and this has just been mentioned here, a new malware campaign has been targeting Steam users via discussion forums. Attackers are replying to posts about game crashes and technical issues with fake solutions. These include telling people to run PowerShell commands to fix the problem. Instead, these actually install malware without your knowledge. The malware will create hidden files and adds window defender exclusions for it to avoid detection. and it will launch on startup. Steam users should be very cautious when posting on forums about issues and running any commands outside of Steam, especially for anything like PowerShell or command prompt. So yeah, just be wary of that, guys. Sorry, I mean, it's nothing new. People trolling on a forum to get access to people's machines is nothing new, but it looks like apparently there's a bit of a targeted attempt on it at the moment, so just be careful. Yeah, 5 is plenty, Alan. Honestly, I recommend if you are doing arcade, just go for the silver ones that you don't generally need beyond that. Thanks for the hydrate as well, by the way, Can. I did see that. I'm sat doing that now. Yeah, I have 10 for every nation. As previously mentioned, excessive. I do acknowledge this. It was technically possible to get an 11th, but they've done away with that now. No, that's all good, Active. That's all good. One of the things I am planning to do is actually have a channel in the Discord, like new scams or whatever, and just alert people via that. But haven't got around to making that yet. But we might make that a thing, just so that people can be aware. Because, yeah, I know what was that, Mecha Chameleon? Yeah, they had a community map on that was downloading malware to people's machines, and then their Discord got hijacked as well, so that was fun in games. So... I can't see any posts from anybody called Ross, sorry. If someone is posting, I can't see that. What, max 1 crew slot? I could, but I just choose not to. I tend to be left-leaning on my crew slots. But, yeah, because I play arcade, I fill every slot out for the lulz. My goal is to get every crew for every nation completely full. So... I'll be getting there. I don't know who you're talking to, but I cannot see who you're talking to. I am a completionist, yeah. Oh yeah, no, totally get it. I mean, again, that's why if I have got priority vehicle, I tend to put it on the left-hand side. The other thing as well that's super important, and something a lot of people do, not just me, is I spec for specific roles. So, certain slots I will have fixed allocated to a bomber. Because of specializing the crew spec. It doesn't always work out. Some of my sets are messy, especially my UK set, where that was the first one I ever played, and I really didn't give a what's when I started playing. So this one is particularly messy, but I am slowly tidying it up as time goes on. But yeah, the first kind of 5 to 7 slots are not too bad. They've got usually a decent amount of spec in them. It's that last 3 or 4 roughly that, yeah, don't tend to play as much, so those crews are a bit behind. So, but again, by playing every nation and putting a full random set in, I'm slowly working on it. There probably will come a point where if I do start capping out really hard in certain slots, I'm going to have to start prioritizing other slots for play. Just to try and finish them off. But I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. Oh yeah, no, completely get that. Yeah, I mean, typically I like to get my vitality up to start with, and then, especially with a fighter, I'll get a little bit of the G-force and some stam. And then I'm just looking at filling stuff out as I see fit. You know, visibility is always nice to have, but it's not as much of a priority. You know, if I've got a vehicle with back gunners on it, then obviously I'm going to start looking into that gunner section, but... You know, for a fighter, not really applicable. Not normally, at least, anyway. But yeah, strike and bombers, I'll put way more emphasis on that. And then obviously there's the reload, the weapon maintenance, you know, all that's useful to have. But again, I'll kind of, like, weasel that in once I've got a crew spec started. So it'll slowly kind of work itself out over time. Yeah, I honestly, once I've got a bar or two in it, it's normally plenty enough on the visibility to start with. I can then survive. I'm normally okay up to a point once I've done that. It's the kind of thing, it's like, oh, I've got a spare point, I'll just sling it in there for the lols kind of thing. Once I get past a certain point. Right, who have I got for Vault later? Because obviously Shadow's grabbing it, Rennick's joining me. I know Can grabbed it, I don't know if he wants to play with me specifically, but... I've also got some single player demo thingies later, so we've got one called Tickets Please. Oh, by the way, for the Vault people, if you are joining me, if you wouldn't mind providing feedback for the devs, they have asked specifically if feedback could be provided, so if you would help with that, I would be appreciative. It is not mandatory by any stretch, but if I can give them more perspectives, that would be lovely.
We don't have the advantage anymore.
Oh, fair enough. I fucked up that aim. That was just me being a poor potato. Right. I really haven't zoned my brain in yet today. It just doesn't help. Child brain is not being functional. Right, we'll do this and then I'm gonna go grab that Washington. I want to get that thing done. Yeah, so you can play the higher tier vehicle. But yeah, there is, like, once you go past a certain threshold, if you back grind too far, there is a adjustment that they do, yeah. Generally speaking, the higher up the tree you are, the more you get from playing. But yeah, if you're back grinding past a certain point, I can't remember how much leeway it gives you. I think it's like 1 or 2 tiers. I can't remember exactly, but yeah, it does penalize you a bit. I need to look up the exact amount because I honestly cannot remember top of my head. But yeah, there is a penalty for that. What nation am I playing? I'm playing UK. Ah, that's it. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. UK cooking? Yeah, we've had like 30, 40 degrees for a chunk of it. It's been up in the 30 mark for the last couple of weeks. So... yeah, I mean, I guess it's to de-incentivize butt rushing, but people do it anyway, so... I do get why some people want, like, tier vehicles. I completely get that, but... I think there's a balance to be struck with it, if that makes sense. I think, you know, all good to, like, get up there and get it, but I do think there is some value in building up some experience. Hi, Nadalo. How you doing? So... but yeah, I think most players really seem to... I mean, obviously you get your people that just play top tier and nothing else, but... I think the bulk of the player base seems to be around that tier kind of 4 or so. Oh, it's going to be 30 plus again on Wednesday? No. Oh, that sucks. I haven't looked that far ahead yet. At least I've got my new fan at my office, so that's something. I'm still waiting on the one for Mum, unfortunately. That's not going to turn up until middle of August, sadly. Sat waiting on that one at the moment. Oh, come on. It's gonna get me. What plane? That one's a Tempest. It's a Mark II. Hi, Chapel. You're right. I said hi to you, Nadalo. Sorry if you missed it. I did say hi. How are you doing? Right, let's throw Washington in. This is a qualifying match anyway. You can't research the bottom line. I mean, you can. You're just gonna have a penalty, that's all. It just boils down to what your preference is, really. It gives you two choices. You can either carry on with the penalty, or you can go back to low tier. And slowly build it up. But yeah, that's... You just gotta figure out what works for you. You need to crab you. I presume you meant to say grab, not crab. I don't know why. I've just got an image of a heater with a ton of crabs latched on, so it seems a bit weird. Your heater's got crabs. Slightly weird scenario. It's like crab rave, but warmed up or something. I don't know. Ice on my chair? Yeah, no thanks. I've already had like 2 aircon units pissing water all over my floor. I don't need a bag of ice doing that in my chair. That would not help. Hi, Sheriff. Hi, Am I British? Yes, I am British. Yeah, born and bred in the UK. Chinese make. Is that the new one they added, or am I misremembering? Scale up. Hey, I got kill assist. Okay, cool. Ice bath. Dude, my bath doesn't work. I'm having to wash with a bucket currently, and I have been for the last, like, 4 years. I don't have a functioning shower or bath, sadly. Not an option for me, unfortunately. The only time I get to have a proper shower or bath is when I go see Josh. Right. Destroy enemy strikes. Swim in the Thames? No thanks. You know how disgusting the water in the Thames is? Also, that's like 3 hours minimum no traffic away from me. That would not be very cost efficient or time efficient. So... Lakes? Nope, we don't have any lakes around here. Nope. We have a river, and it's tiny and disgusting. I don't know what you think the UK is, Nav, but I think you've got the complete wrong idea of what the UK is like, mate. Destroy bases. Don't really want to do that. That one could be annoying. It's fine. It's just if I get chased, don't want to do that. Oh, that's easy. That one's easy. Just suggesting things? Yeah, the bucket is the only option, Nev. The bucket is the only option. Alright, let's go again. See what we can do. He's not my manservant, Nev. God dang it. He's not my manservant. Don't treat him like that. Poor Josh. I don't even know if I have that, Nadalo. Don't even know if that's in the game. Sorry. My priority is dailies. That's mad. What's mad active? Oh, we got a match. There we go. Oh, that's not even in the game, Nadalo. I just looked it up. It's an unofficial mod. So no, the answer is no. That's not even officially in the game. That's a mod. Yes, this game is War Thunder. As what the title says on the live stream that you clicked. Like a working shower. Yeah, it's a disrepair issue, Active. Unfortunately, you know, when you've got medical emergencies back to back for 15 years, these things happen. The shower's broken, one of the toilets is broken, we've got multiple holes in the ceiling. I've got problems with the hot water. The bath doesn't work properly because of said issue with the hot water. It's a knock-on ton of effects. I am trying to get the place sorted, but I am one person trying to look after a property while working full-time. And also working full-time, taking care of my mum. I'm up till 4 in the morning, okay? Tidying. That's normally what I'm doing. On my own. I don't have any help, really. Josh is trying to help where he can. My brother occasionally drops in. But it's all on my shoulders. So, yeah. I am slowly getting things sorted, but it takes time. I'm having a nice day, Lenny. What about you? Oh, you used to live in a caravan, yeah. Yeah, I like the idea of a caravan thing for a weekend. Couldn't do it all the time. But yeah, I think it's one of those things where it's definitely not the norm, but it's I think more common than people realize. No, it's still good, Active. It's fine. It's fine. I manage. I mean, the downside for me is that I can't deal with my skin problems or my muscular problems without a bath properly. But what can you do? It is what it is. So, but I will get the place sorted. My mom's gonna move anyway. So. Hey, Cypher, thank you very much for the follow. We're doing alright. But yeah, I'll get that. As at the moment, I've been trying to get on top of the, tidying. But everything's just stacked everywhere. It's... I don't want to be, like, too specific here, but if you think of, like, a hoarder's house, that's what I'm dealing with. So, it's why it's not straightforward to get everything sorted. I am slowly getting there, but as I say, I am just one person. Welcome, compared to... It's not too bad. I think I probably prefer the Hornet, but I haven't got this thing fully spec'd yet. So I'm kind of reluctant to be too committal either way, but I'm doing okay on it. I am able to lock in some kills. I'm doing alright, Kenji. Hi. Sorry. Hope everything's alright in Japan. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing alright. Hopefully the journey was safe. But yeah, anyway, I'm slowly getting stuff sorted with the house, guys. It's just... It's not one of those things that can happen in half an instance. No, do not. No, don't come in here e-begging. Shove off. Don't do that. That's disgusting. Don't do that. 1, that's clearly a scammer account. 2, you being short on your DoorDash order is a you problem, not everybody else's problem. Don't order things you can't afford. Very simple. It's called being an adult. I'm in the Welkin. I'm in the same plane, Nadalo. You had no choice? I thought you got your Canadian citizenship, Kenji. Or am I misremembering? I lose track, dude. You're all over the place. Oh, good luck with that, Cypher. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully it'll be okay. Ah, I've lost the wing. Balls. Can't turn, unfortunately. Oh, by the way, guys, I did update the schedule yesterday. We're going to be doing some more 007, by the way. We're going to do some more of that tax sim stuff. You forgot a signature. Ah. Yeah, that's not good. Hi, guten Tag, Alexander. How you doing? I can't remember to say how are you. Is it Vorbistu? I can't remember. I know Vorbistu is where you live, but you've already told me you live in Germany, so that's... Sorry, my German's rough. I can't remember half the stuff. I can count and do things like that. Been a long time since I studied the language. I hope you're doing well, Alexander. Yeah, I'm alright, Lenny. Like I say, we're just chilling, Yeah, just chilling. I need to get ground targets. Because we flipped that other task on, so... Yeah, all I can suggest with your paperwork is, yeah, be thorough, double check everything over, or get a third party to check stuff over for you. I'm sorry to hear you forgot a signature on something. Don't know what it was for specifically, but yeah, this is why you gotta be thorough. I mean, as someone who's in business, Kenji, hopefully that's something you're amply aware of to do. Because do that wrong on a piece of business paperwork, you can have huge ramifications, so... I'm sure you are amply aware. Right, let's leave that to drop. And we're gonna go from there. We're just gonna wait. I got to get like 30 odd. Do I have aircraft? Aircraft carriers are not in this game. Aircraft carriers are not in this game. There are some NPC ones, I think, in some of the missions, but they do not otherwise exist. I don't know where you're getting the idea of aircraft carriers in this game from. You probably are getting it confused with a certain other game that has aircraft carriers as naval vessels. That is an entirely separate game. In jet modes, normally jet modes you're in the air. Like I say, I think there's a couple of specific mission things where they exist, but as a playable thing, they're not a thing, Lenny. You can't. The only boat types you can play as are you got all the coastals, you've got destroyers, cruisers, battleships. Aircraft carriers as a classification are not something you can collect. They're not in the tech trees. Thanks for the follow, by the way, Alexander. I do appreciate it. I just want to keep doing this. Choose to take off from I don't know. I've never seen it personally within playing jets, but I don't play a huge amount, so maybe for specific BR range. Like I said, I think they're in as AI in the in some of the missions, but you need to finish Français. Nice. How long ago did you do that? Because they had the Mirage. They've now got the Rafale. I don't know if you have that. DCS, no, I have not played it. I'm planning to, but I'm waiting to get a flight stick before I play that. It's on the planned list, though. I have DCS, I've got Microsoft Flight Sim installed. I have it all ready to go. I can't afford a flight stick, sorry. Can I play Fortnite? No. You can use the search bar there, and you can go look for someone who's playing Fortnite if that's what you want. All the best in your hunt for Fortnite content, but you will not find it here. I do play the game, but I'm going to stream what I want to stream. It's very simple. It's called Free Will. If you want to have fun, buy a jet. I don't know about that. We'll have to wait and see. Okay, lady? Yeah. Sorry, this is a difficult concept for you to understand. Can I follow? Yeah, you can have fun in low tier. It just depends. You can. It is possible. Oh, doing that DC? Yeah. What BR? I'm doing 6.7 and under at the moment. Bear with me just 2 seconds. Girls play War Thunder, yes. And I'm already taken, so sorry, I'm not wife material for you. I'm already taken, buddy. Yeah, on a Spitfire, I do have Spitfires. But, as I say, I have other priorities right now. I'll play what I want to play. Bear with me just 2 seconds, guys. Sorry, I am just dealing with an issue. Hang on, bear with me a minute. Hi, Wanda, how you doing? My answer makes you sad? Yeah, sorry. I already have my forever nerd. Best of luck finding someone to play the game with, though. But yeah, women do play the game. There's more than one woman who plays the game. I'll take the... Yeah, well, that's the thing, Bang. There's delay. I can't necessarily see what you're referring to. How you doing, Bailey? You're right. Thanks again for the rose, Harabal. Do appreciate it. Hang on a second, guys. I'm trying to deal with... Trying to log back in. Why don't I play realistic? Because I want to play multiple vehicles. Realistic does not allow that. Realistic constrains you to a single vehicle. Whether you like it or not. So, and my priority right now is upgrading and doing dailies. So for that purpose, it's easier for me to do it in arcade. Oh, you're over here. Trying to get to him. Are they having issues with TT with logging in? Or am I the only one having problems? I'm very... Oh, no, it's showing me as logged in now. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just fixed the problem. Oh, that was weird. Right. Let's go, Lincoln. Force a 2 second. I'm gonna go back in there. Let's do this. Yes, in the UK we pronounce it differently, someone. Shocking, I know. Americans call it aluminum. In the UK we call it aluminium. Hi, Toaster. How you doing? Right, let's go back in. Sorry, now I'm done dealing with technical issues. How long have I been playing? I've had the game since 2013. I have about 3,000 play hours in the game. Talking about cheese? There's somebody called Cheese. Hi. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Right, we're gonna go in there. We're just gonna try and do what we can. Can I say anything? No, I do not speak Russian. Sorry. I know English, French, and German, and my French and German is extremely rusty. How old am I? I am 35. I will be 36 in November. I was born in 1990. Hey, Lane. Australia, they just call it shiny stuff. I mean, that works too! No, it's a Lincoln, mate. It's that Lincoln. I do have a Lancaster, but I'm trying to get Washington and Welkin upgraded at the moment. I'm just throwing this in for the task thingy. I'm gonna go throw the Shackleton in now because it's the only other one I've got in this batch. You can type in any languages, that's fair enough. I mean, I've got the auto-translate thing on right now, so whatever you say is gonna do that. Harabella, we don't do politics or religion here, so don't bring that in here, please.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
But yeah, we don't get into that. It would violate some of my partnerships, and we just have a no politics, no religion rule in here, just for things not being divisive. We're here to play games because we enjoy games. There's no need to bring the rest of it in here. Simple as. Hi, Byron. Thank you very much for the follow. You only started last year? No, that's fair enough. You'll get there, you'll get there. Hey, Podiac. Oh no, it's fine active, it's so good. To be honest, you gave me a good chuckle. Hey, Mihaljo, how you doing? COH3, I think the devs said that to me. I would have to double check my list. I think the devs sent that to me. Oh, the roguelike thing. Hang on, when you say COH, which game are you referring to? I want to check we're on the same page here. Let me just check we're on the same page. Do I mean UK? I don't mean anything. The only thing I mean is just planes in general. I'm constantly flip-flopping sets. No, you're fine, Active. You're fine. Company of Heroes. Yeah, I think I have that. Hi, Alex. Yeah, I have free will. I'll play the mode that I want to play. Thanks. Sorry if that's a problem for you, but there's a thing called the search bar if you want other content. Company of Heroes. Yeah, I do have it. Hang on, let me check my DLC. I'm sure they sent me that one. Does it give the most rewards? Yes and no. You are both right and wrong. So commonly you will hear people saying, play realistic, it gets, you know, you'll progress fast, you get more. Not strictly true. So the reason why you're both correct and wrong at the same... No, you're both right and wrong at the same time. Listen, Alex. So the reason you'll hear this quoted is because there's a scaling, basically, for the difficulty of the mode. That scaling, though, is percentage derived. So if you score 1,000 points in realistic and 1,000 points in arcade, the scaling will then kick in and it'll boost your realistic points. So you'll end up better off. You'll have a net bonus, right? However, if you play worse substantially in realistic versus your arcade performance, the scaling may not be sufficient to overcome that performance differential. In that instance, you are actually better off in arcade. You will earn more. There's also, depending on your priorities, increased scaling and returns on vehicle upgrades and crew XP. So again, depends on your priorities. The other thing to factor in is your BR that you're playing at. So when you play a higher BR, you typically get more rewards. So if you can play realistic to a fixed level of competency, but you can play to the same level of competency but in a higher BR in arcade, again, the BR scaling may kick in and may end up making you better off in arcade. Simulator gives you the most. It gives you the most scaling. There is a difference, Alex. This is the nuance you need to understand. This is where a lot of people go wrong. It is scaling. It is not guaranteed reward. You need to evaluate your ability level at what BR to figure out where you are best suited. Playing most difficult mode at highest BR does not guarantee the most rewards. In theory, it will help you, but if you can't actually do anything useful in a match, you'll actually be worse off. So you need to take the nuance of evaluating yourself and figuring out where you get... Just be good? Yeah, not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. Again, you're a human, not a robot. So the fact that this is difficult for you to understand is really shocking. Hi, Atlas. How you doing? So, I get where you're coming from, Alex, but as I say, this percentage scaling, it's not guaranteed. Chuck them in at the deep end, they're gonna learn. Not really. Not everybody does. Some people immediately quit when you do that. Some people persist. Can I play realistic? Yeah, I do play realistic, but I'll play it when I want to play it. It's called free will. What was the DLC? Which DLC was it? Hang on, Final Stand. Let me have a look for this one. Do I have that one? I think I've got almost all. I've got Dare and Destroy, Endure and Defy, Fire and Steel. I don't have Stealth and Stronghold. Arcade is ass. That's your personal opinion. Not everybody's going to agree with you on that. And that's totally fine. I enjoy it for a variety of different reasons. Other players may not, and that, again, is also totally fine. Just because one person enjoys something doesn't mean somebody else enjoys it. I mean, by virtue of that, I can tell you I enjoy XYZ, you therefore must play it. Doesn't make it right, doesn't make it okay, and doesn't mean that everybody else wants to do what you want to do, so... there's no point imposing things on other people. It's kind of daft and stupid and immature. Just being completely honest with you there. So, again, I appreciate you have preferences. That's absolutely fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with that, but not everybody's going to align with your, personal preferences. Just trying to look and see if this DLC is in here. It doesn't look like it is. It's only good to learn the basics. Again, depends on your personal preferences. And some people don't want to deal with more advanced physics. It really just depends. I prefer the physics from realistic, but it's just from a practical point of view not as useful to me. And again, your comment on the rewards, again, it's based on scaling. The bonus you get is this percentage-derived scaling. It's not a guarantee. I don't have that Company of Heroes final stand. I might end up getting it, though. We'll have to see. Let me see if I can request it. Relic are normally really good with me. Relic are really nice. They normally send a lot of stuff my way. I have actually got them scheduled in for some of those other DLCs with the other game. Bear with me just 2 seconds. I'm just gonna have a mooch, see if I can find it. Looks like they don't have requests open at the moment, but I'm gonna follow it. I'll keep an eye on it. I will add that one to my watch list, Nev. I will keep an eye on it. They might just send it my way anyway, but because they do quite often send me stuff randomly. I will see. I've just gone and put it on my watch list. So I'll see what I can do about getting that one. No, that's fine, Wanda. Thank you. Appreciate it. You play mobile? Yeah, the mobile version of the game and the PC and the console version of this game are two different things. They are separate entities entirely. And they do play a little differently. So. Sim. Yeah, I can't play Sim. I end up being sick if I do active. It's not even a starter option for me, sadly. Combat simulation, I can't do it. It just makes me sick, sadly. Hey, Wolf, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. You play PC? Fair enough. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're doing alright. Alright, let's see what we can do. See how we can make things work here. Hopefully it's gonna be alright. Okay, I think their site is having a problem because it keeps logging me out. Ugh. Joys. I'll have to deal with that later. I think they're having some kind of problem. Let's just try and get another match. I need to have a look at upgrading stuff. Let's see what we can do. No, that's fine, Wanda. You do what you need to do, mate. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Come on. Just want to get a match. Most of the way there. Oh no, 100%. I get you active. I get you. Yeah, I mean, this is the thing though, right? Like, I'm okay Microsoft Flight Sim. It's just as soon as combat kicks in, that's the problem. It's the ducking and diving and stuff. That's what starts setting me up. I can go in the cockpit, but it's as soon as the dogfighting kicks off, that's when I start feeling a bit sicky. Which is really annoying. So that's why I'm fine on Microsoft Flight Sim. As long as I'm just doing like a commercial jet or something, I'm fine. But Yeah, give me dogfighting in some World War II plane. No, no, it's just gonna be throwing chunks. We don't want that. Not good. But yeah, Nev, I saw the link, by the way. I've made a note of it. I've made a note of it. I've got it all. So yeah, I'll have a look at that. I don't know why, but I thought Final Stand was a DLC for the other one. I'm probably just having a brain fart. Yeah. Right, let's do this Welkin again. Actually, no. We'll leave with the Washington. Which is a bit weird, but let's try and get these ground targets quickly. The sooner I do that, the better. Let's get that done, and we'll kind of wiggle it out from there. Should be fine. That's the Batman plan. Oh, Rennick, you still knocking around? Game name? It's called War Thunder, Gohan. Again, it's listed in the title of the stream. Right, let's try and drop this. Yeah, Rennick, you still knocking around? I can't remember what he's doing. Hi, hello. No, I'll play what I want to play. It's called Free Will. Good luck playing the other mode, if that is what you so wish, but I will play what I want to play. You can play what you want to play. It's very simple. Come on. I want to try and get some of these. Problem is I got someone else trying to go for them. Hi, Bartek. Don't make threats on my life. That's not appropriate. That's highly inappropriate. You can have a ban for that. Do not go around threatening people. There you go. That's threat to incite violence report. Lovely. Right. Got 2 million so that's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, again, if that's your priority, then excellent. That's good, that's good, that's good. You're getting there, you're getting there. But with how much I play, I'm just sure. If I want to farm somewhere, I personally just go in boats. That's what I like to do. But I get where you're coming from, though. It absolutely can be useful for farming. But again, it just depends on your priorities and what you want to do. Project Wingman. Yeah, Wingman's good. The problem I had with Wingman, and I don't know if you had this problem, I had to rebind the entire scheme for controls because it was not laid out how it should be for some reason. Hi, Bao. Don't know what you're sad facing at. I haven't seen anything in chat from you. Sorry. I have been grinding German naval. Work in progress, that one. I am slowly working on it. Yeah, sorry, Bao. I don't know why you were sad facing. Sorry. I didn't see anything. So if you want to enlighten me as to what I missed, feel free, but I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, Wingman's good. The problem was the key binding. I had to go in and manually rebind everything. It was being a complete pain in the ass. I want to get back on that at some point. I don't know when I will get around it, though. Again, it's one of those ones where I probably ought to have the flight stick. It would help a lot. We did manage with just PC controls and Xbox controller, but it was not ideal. It was not ideal. Let's see what we could do. That is just auto-translated to gobbledygook for me, Bow. Sorry. Sorry, Bow. I can't read that. It's just translated to gobbledygook. They can be haunted. They can be. I'm flying low, so it's my own fault, really. It's a Chinese movie title? Yeah, sorry. I don't watch Chinese movies, so I wouldn't know. Sorry. Hey, Angler! How you doing? Welcome on in. How are you? Everything alright? I don't even remember what the equipment list for certain vehicles are. I got no idea. I got absolutely no Scooby-Doos on that one. Hey, Archaea Satan. Did I pronounce that right? Feel free to correct me. Do some rebinding. Yeah. Oh, Ace Combat. I got the... I want to say the new one. I think it's the one before the newest one. I need to play that at some point. I haven't got around to that. Another one on the to-do list. Hi, how you doing, Rabbit? Yeah, Anglo, what's up, what's up? Hey, Loaf, how are you? Everything all good, guys? You all alright? How's the weekend been for everyone? We're just having a chillax session at the moment. We're just playing a bit of War Thunder, getting the old dailies done. Slowly getting there. Doing good, recovering from stress. Oh, Resident was in Resident Evil. Oh, you're playing 2! I need to play that. I haven't played 2. I was kind of a bit young when 1 and 2 came out. Hey, Ziri, how you doing? I've been really enjoying 9, though. 9 is fantastic. Have I ever been to Southeast Asia? No, I haven't. No. The only places I've traveled to have been across the UK. I've been through France. I've been to Belgium. I've been to Germany. I've been to Denmark. I've been to Lithuania. And I've been to the Czech Republic. They're the only places I have traveled to. I don't travel well, unfortunately. Traveling also costs money. I just don't have. But no, I have not been to Asia. I haven't been to any part of it. So, a lot of it was like school trip stuff. I'm playing regular War Thunder. I'm not playing War Thunder Mobile, no. I'm playing standard War Thunder lane. Have I played Armor Reforged? No, I played an old Armor game like way back, but no, I haven't played Armor Reforger. I'm not even 100%. Is that DLC or is that a separate game? Welcome back, Wanda. Someone pooped in the pool. That's not good. Good luck cleaning that one. Oh, it's the newest one. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I think the one I played was Armor 2, I think? I think that was the one I played, like, way, way back. I didn't get along with it terribly well, unfortunately. I do love survival games. I also love, like, strategy FPS games. I'm really into stuff like, Ready or Not, SWAT, 6 Days in Fallujah, that kind of stuff. It's really fun. Do I feed the snail? Not really. The snail feeds me. I'm a CC for the game, so I get monthly and major patch allowances. I have spent money on the game in the past, but I am someone who doesn't have much money, so I don't get to spend much money on video games. I've probably spent a couple £100 on the game, like, total, like, across the entire time I've played the game. Mostly on Prem and some vehicle packs, like, way, way back in the day. But, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, been rather limited. Yeah, oh man, the thing is though, how I play games now and how I used to play back then, I might get along with it better now, I'm not sure. I really don't know without trying. Thing is, I've played a load of more traditional style FPS games. I mean, there's a guy... do you guys know Gooseman? The guy originally behind Counter-Strike? Well, he's making an FPS. He actually sent it to me. Called Alpha Response. Really good. It's only an alpha, but I really, really enjoyed it. Very, very fun. It's like if SWAT met CSGO. It's great fun. Other War Thunder streamers suck. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good. Sorry to hear that. Well, you're always welcome here. Whether I suck or not is a whole other debate, but... I'm better? Okay, I will take the compliment. Thank you. The snail stole your credit card. That's not good. Oops. Did you at least get some good stuff for it? F4? Yeah, F4's good. Little corsets and stuff. There's quite a few different ones as well. That's so spooky. Oh, yeah. 9 is good, Angelo. Honestly, though, if you play the other ones that have got the lad in, they're kind of worth it because there's a lot of callbacks. I'm not going to spoil stuff for you. I really, really don't want to spoil things to you. The thing is, I know about it as, like, peripheral knowledge, so I know a bit about it, but without having played 2. I've played like 5. I've played 6. 6 was god-awful. I've played 7. I have got 8, but I haven't played it. But yeah, 9 has a lot of callbacks. Have I got jets? Yes, I do have jets. Yeah, I do have jets. But yeah, 9 is really solid. What I would say is, like, if you want to look at the kind of gameplay approach, if you look at 7 and 8, I don't know how much you've played those. 7 leaned very heavy into survival horror. 8 lent the opposite direction. 9 kind of bridges the gap between both. Because you play 2 perspectives. You play a girl and you play the guy. And the guy is more kind of FPS, kind of boom, 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 like high pressure, like up in your face kind of stuff. The last when you play her is more survival horror. So you've got this blending of the two, but it flip-flops. Which for me works quite nicely, because I get a bit overstimulated with survival horror stuff. I love it, but it gives me little breaks by going into the more action stuff. So for me, it's worked quite well. Some people have found it quite jarring. I think they do quite a good job of how they've implemented it. I still haven't finished the game, though, so I still have a ways to go, just full disclosure. But yeah, I feel like 9 does a good job of hybridizing the different playstyle approaches from 7 and 8. So yeah, if you do find the survival horror gets a bit too intense, it kind of gives you that breath while still, you know, kind of building on it. And you still have, like, there's intense moments in the fighting stuff too. I am from the UK, Loaf, yeah. So yeah, it still has its moments, but obviously it's just kind of a different vibe, a different feel. It's a lot more, you know, the whole military man going in and fixing the plague kind of thing. It's definitely more like the old school Resi films in that regard. You know, they're just going in there, chewing bubble gum and kicking ass kind of thing. On the hardest difficulty, so it will seriously whoop your ass, though. It's really nasty. I'm playing on just kind of the default kind of settings. How'd you get eagles? You pay for them. They're paid currency, Max. I only have them because snail allowance, because I'm a CC for the game. But, yeah, they're paid currency. That's how they keep the servers on. But yeah, I'd see how you go. If you like 7 and you like 8, then you will probably get along with 9. And if you like that guy and his kind of history in the story, again, you'll probably like it. Again, I'm not going to plot spoil stuff for you. I really don't want to ruin it for you. Let's say, I've played a bunch of the Resi games. I need to play 1 and 2, though. Do I play arcade? Yes, I'm playing arcade right now. I play realistic, but I'm just choosing not to. How you doing, Bloxy? You alright? But yeah, I do think 9's a good mix. I do need to play the old ones, though. I say, I missed out on them when I was a kid. I played stuff like Skeleton Keep and other silly things when I was a kid, but what I would say, though, if you do want to maximize the experience out of 9, 7, 8, and 9 all lead on from each other. You could play them separated, but those 3 in particular have key arcing plot points where you'll connect the dots a bit more if you do play them in order. You don't have to. You can play them isolated. I've missed out on 8. I've only played half of 7, I think, at this stage. So it is possible to play them in isolation, but you will get kind of more out of it if you do play them in order, because they do very directly kind of tie on from each other from a lore perspective. Again, I don't want to spoil stuff for you, Anglo, because I really, really don't want to spoil it for you, but that's why I'm being, like, nondescript about it, but just kind of elaborating my point without ruining it for you. Hey, Baba, thanks for the heart. Are you all good, Tiger? How you doing? Yeah, I'm doing alright, Bloxy. I'm doing okay. We're just chilling. Italian aircraft? Yeah, I have the Italian subtree. Yeah. Yeah, I do have the Italian subtree. I basically kind of spread out across all of it. Yeah, that wing and tail would have been nice to keep. Yeah, it would have been nice if that stayed attached. Sadly, it was not complying. But yeah, no, seriously though, Anglo, all the best with it. You are really gonna... I think you'll have some fun with it. I would say though, definitely, if you're playing like the really early games though, without again being too specific, because I don't want to ruin stuff for you, you are going to see a lot of hotbacks and callbacks to the original games. And it's really, really cool how they've done it, because I don't like it when a game is too fan servicey, but when things are a reference and kind of show the history of how things have moved on and what's happened in a universe, I like that. And it kind of does that in a kind of organic way. And that's what I feel is done really well with it. So yeah, it's like, oh my god, this thing. But it's like, there's a reason they're there. There's a reason they're finding what they're finding. They've kind of involved the environment to kind of reflect the passage of time. You know, there's things like that. Again, not getting into spoiler territory here. But it feels natural. It feels like an organic evolution. You can have that nostalgia, but also it fits. It makes sense. And also, you could, in theory, miss it completely. It's not rammed in your face. The only thing I would say about 9 is there is one boss that is a very heavy reference to something from one of the early games, which is kind of rammed in your face. But it also kind of makes sense why it's there, again, without being too specific. But other than that, like, the rest of it is really subtle shit you could miss. If you were a player and you had no idea, you could just completely miss a ton of this stuff. Which is, again, a kind of another reason why you can play the games in isolation, because you don't need the, oh, context, you know, of this thing. And you don't need exposition in your face to understand what's going on. Because this ultra-specific thing that happened in a game, you know, 3 games back, blah, 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 blah. You know, it functions in isolation just fine, but again, if you do have that kind of precursor knowledge of the other stuff, you'll be like, oh, hang on! You know, and you'll connect the dots, which is nice. It's kind of that nice, oh, aha kind of moment, you know? But it's not like the game's going, oh, you remember this thing, you remember this thing, you remember this thing, just constantly. You haven't got someone yapping like side character going, oh my god, do you remember like 3 months ago when we beat so-and-so? And then, oh, I hate that. I mean, when it makes sense for someone to be having a freak out in a game, I get it, but like, you're not like, in your, you know, as I say, it's more subtle. I'm doing a terrible job of describing it, but I know what I mean. No, I wasn't a Lancaster, no. No, I think it was the Shackleton I was in. I can't remember though. Oh, the Porsche car. Yeah. I do have Lancaster, just not in this batch. Flesh wound on a plane. If your plane's getting flesh wounds, you got problems. Half bottle of, oh crikey, Loaf. Hope you're gonna be okay. Oh, good luck with streaming tomorrow. Hope it goes well. Yeah, anyway, Anglo, sorry, I'm not being terribly eloquent right now. Duct tape, yeah. Yeah, Shah's plane, sponsored by duct tape. Just if in doubt, flags tape it out. Yeah, see, I don't mind product placement in games, up to a point. Again, I hate it rammed in your face. I have to say, 007 does it quite well. You know the new 007 game? Like, they've got, like, Coca-Cola in there and certain car brands and everything, but they make sense because they're the kind of brands I could see Bond engaging with, do you know what I mean? I mean, Bond as a series has always had this, do you know what I mean? You look at the DB9s and stuff. I mean, obviously, like, with football games and stuff like that, you'll get, like, your banner ads around your matches and stuff, you know, that makes sense, but I don't like it when something's rammed in your face constantly in a game. It's like, this is a real obvious advertisement. If it makes sense to organically be in the world, then fine, I'm okay with it. It's when it's like, oh, you're playing this game, you must drink such and such. We're in space and it's 5,000 years from the present day. Why is this brand here? Like, that makes no sense. Do you know what I mean? It's, again, context. Contextually appropriate is what I like. Otherwise it does take you out of it. You know what I mean? You guys must have seen this in games where you find something you're like, that doesn't belong here. This is weird. I'll tell you what is fun. When you find a game and you get, like, radio ads or in-game TV broadcasts or, like, posters, and it's like, they come up with, like, yoldy, silly brands and stuff. I love it when they do that, and they do it really well. That shit's funny as fuck. That's one of the reasons I like some of the really old, GTA parody ad stuff in some of their games, because some of that's so funny. They've done a really good job with that. Fallout 5? I need to play all the Fallout games. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to it. It's on my list. It is on my list. If I remember correctly, didn't Bethesda lose control of Fallout recently? Or am I mishearing? I can't remember. I can't remember what I read on that. I think they lost control of it. I can't remember. I have to do some double checking on that one. Because I cannot remember. Wow, Sam. Wow. Don't pin your loafs down. This is gonna sound really random, Anglo. Which Resident Evil games haven't you played? I'm just curious. Is there any... 6 is so shit. I hated 6. 6 was awful. I was eye-rolling through the entire thing. I don't know if that was just me. I hated 6. 6 was awful. Hey, Baba, thank you for the golden game controllers. Appreciate it. Thank you. You're a legend. Holy moly, there's a lot of them. 6? Oh, Resident Evil. Resident Evil 6 is the one I'm talking about, Ice. Sorry, because we were yapping about Resident Evil earlier. Did you play that one, Ice? I didn't mind 5. 5 was a bit schlocky, but I didn't mind it. 6 was just eye roll. Hey, they was shot. Xbox is planning to show projects. Ah, okay, that's what it was. Thank you, Axel. Sorry, I couldn't remember. I knew I'd seen something, and I couldn't remember what it was. Holy moly, Baba, that is a lot of shards. I appreciate it, though. Thank you. I will make sure those go to good use. Okay, he didn't ram me. I'm kind of shocked. Resident Evil 3 remake was bad? Oh, that's a shame. See, I want to play 1, 2, 3, because I haven't played those. I think I played maybe a tiny bit of 2 back in the day. I can't remember, honestly. It's one of those things where my bro probably had it, and I went on it for 10 minutes and screamed and then ran away from it. Because I am so, like, ugh, when I play horror games. I love them but hate them at the same time. I will kick myself through them, but it takes some bloody effort, I tell you. Hey, Narita, how you doing? Yeah, the remakes are on Steam, aren't they? How you doing it, XM? You alright? Let me have a look. How much are they? Something I'd like to do. Resident Evil. Trying to remember. Oh, 4's on discount at the moment. I mean, they're definitely games that are... Resident Evo. That's not what I want. Resident Evil. Not Evo! Evil! Evil Knievel! There we go. Yeah, I need to have a look at 1 and 2. 2? Oh, they're like 80% off right now. Ooh, okay. I mean, they'll probably go on discount again. I can't really be spending money right now. I've had an expensive couple of months. $2 car repair for a start. Not good. No bueno. So, yeah. Yeah, they're like 6, 7 quid each at the most. Pretty good. They're pretty good. I'm guessing the ones with bracket the year are the actual original. Yeah, okay, I've just looked. Yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, by the way, did you see they've updated wish lists now? You can actually have categories in your wish list now. Bizarrely. So, that's a thing. I'm liking the fact they've finally done that. It's just... Resident Evil 0. That was a spin-off, wasn't it? If I remember correctly. I can't remember, because yeah, then they had Revelations and Revelations 2. Oh god, there's so much stuff. Right. Let's do this. Oh my god, AC Blackfire. Yeah, Blackfire Resync has been really good. I've been really enjoying that. I want to stream that more. I've been having a lot of fun with it. There is a lot of hidden stuff to find. Hey, Goose, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Oh, the Evil Within. Yeah, Evil Within is really good. I played. I actually went to an open event for that. Back when the game was still actually a thing. They did like a live Let's Play thing before it was launched. I have a box of goodies from that. But yeah, they gave us a giant box of stuff, and we got to play a section of a level. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. That was just like a walk-in. Anyone could go there. That wasn't like press only or anything. But that was fun. I enjoyed that. But yeah, Evil Within is good. I haven't finished it though. I need to. This is the problem. I'm terrible for picking games up and not finishing them. I am absolutely terrible for that. I will fully admit that. DreamHack sounds good. You're in bed, fair enough. Hopefully it's nice and comfy. Lots of pillows, you know. Make it all nice and fluffy. We like it fluffy. Hi, Double Dots. How you doing? I'm gonna call you 05, alright? Because your username's hidden. One in the UK, not Sweden. Yeah, at least that will cut down on your travel ice. Oh, Sweden's supposed to be nice to visit. I've not been there personally, but... I want to travel to some events. I just can't do it at the moment, sadly. Cost and I gotta take care of someone, so... It's not a viable option. Oh, yeah, I remember you. Yeah, I think you talked about that a while back, didn't you? Yeah, you see what's fun to do, Sam? Put those all in a hat, pick a random one, and play them for like 4 hours, and then you'll slowly blitz through them. You'll get there. My problem is I like to go side questing. I'm terrible for a side quest. Especially with like open things like Assassin's Creed. I get so sidetracked with the side stuff. The song? Hang on a second, I can find it for you. It is Where the Sunflowers Bloom by Elin Sandberg, featuring Christine Schmidt. It's on Epidemic Sound if you want to go pick it up. Too many quests. Yeah, I mean, you can just follow the main plotline, Ice, and just YOLO through. It can be done. I think you can complete that game in about 40 hours. I'm not going to be doing that. I am going to be side questing like a nutter on it. The legendary ships, though, be wary with those. They have been amped up in difficulty in the remake. No, that's fine, Active. Happy to help. Yeah, legendary ships are really, really brutal. There are people that have gone and maxed out Jackdaw, and they still are struggling with them. So, yeah, if you go after the legendary vessels, just be very, very careful. They're not the difficulty level that they used to be. They have been amped up quite substantially, apparently. It's still doable, but you have to be really good to succeed. They're still worth going for, but just be prepared for a really tough fight. You find shit. What the fuck? That's not English, Nev. If you can restructure that sentence to make sense, that would help. Where you get yours from? What do you mean where you get yours from? Where do I get mine what from? I don't know what you mean. Oh, you can fine tune the difficulty. Yeah. Oh, Assassin's Creed? Ubisoft gave it to me. I'm a Ubisoft partner. Yeah, they gave me my copy. Yeah. Yeah, they put me in for the copy of the Game of the Drops campaign. They gave me the deluxe one, so I do have some of the extras. But yeah, I do enjoy that game. It's really, really fun. It's really fun. But yeah, I need to play it some more. I've still got way to go with it. Yeah, see, the original Black Flag, I really like the parkouring because I struggled with it. I feel like it was smoother after Black Flag, and maybe that was just me. Thing is, I really love the original AC game. I don't think we've had a remaster for that yet, have we? I mean, Mirage goes back to the roots a little bit, but it isn't actually the original game, is it? I want them to do... I think we are going to be getting more remasters, though. I think they put a thing out a little while ago, didn't they? To, like, shareholders and stuff saying that remasters are going to be a big part of their business moving forward, so... I imagine a lot of the really old Assassin's Creed games are going to get remastered in the not-too-distant future. That would be my speculation, but we'll see. Because they can't think of any new idea. Hey, you said it, I didn't. But yeah, I don't necessarily mind that per se. There's a lot of the old ones you can't play, and I don't want to. Oh my god, Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor was go. I miss Medal of Honor. Unfortunately, Call of Duty killed off Medal of Honor. Sadly. I have my original Medal of Honor disc, so somewhere. I didn't get to play Daikatana. I missed out on that one, sadly. The old Dooms and stuff that I played. System Shock, I'm pretty sure I had that. There is a new Sword Art game coming out, Sam. I don't know if you've seen that. Original Tomb Raider has been getting remasters. The first 6 have been remastered by Aspyr. So if you're looking to play the old school Tomb Raider, you could do that. Or, alternatively, the original game is getting a complete reimagining. The Atlantis game that they're doing for it is basically the first game, redone in fully 3D, with modern kind of approach, scheme, and navigation. I imagine, from what I've been seeing, it's going to be a little bit more, Uncharted / you know, Indiana Jones game-esque from what I've been seeing, which is fine because I really liked the Great Circle Indiana game. That's also had a DLC not that far back as well. I haven't played that Giants DLC, but I need to do that. Well, I don't mind that being used. I mean, it exists in a lot of different forms. A lot of people like to shove it in one bucket. It should always supplement and help speed up processes. It shouldn't take away human creativity, is my line on it. It can be a useful tool as a starting point, as a jump point. But it should never be the full final product. Yeah, use it as a tool, not to replace... Exactly. Right, let's... Ugh. Oh my god, someone's shooting at me. It's AA. It has its uses, exactly. I mean, again, you gotta remember that not all AI is the same. As I say, you've got Gen AI, and then you've got... I mean, AI in gaming and other things has been a thing. I mean, look at, you know, the Alien and Alien Isolation, you know. That's a type of AI. But it's a character AI. Do you see what I mean? Like, you can't lump it all into one. I think the one that everybody has issues with is Gen AI. Because that affects artists. And I can understand and appreciate why. Again, there's a place for it, for speeding up processes. And idea exploration. But, yeah, final product and completely the detriment of any human input is ridiculous and stupid. But yeah, again, different companies draw the line in different spots, so it's just something you have to be mindful of. I'd say I don't mind it being used. I mean, I've used AI to kind of generate ideas and figure stuff out. Like, in that regard, it's not inherently wrong. I do think it should be used sparingly because of the ecological impacts of it. But, I mean, this is the thing as well. I mean, if you boot a computer on, you're using power. You know, everything we do has some kind of impact, one way or another. Why play War Thunder when DCS exists? Because I want to play War Thunder, Jimco. I have DCS. I'm waiting on a flag stick to make it a bit more viable to play, but I've played this game since it pretty much launched, and I want to play it. So it's as simple as that. There will be some DCS streams at some point. Don't know when that will be, though. No ETA on that, but War Thunder and DCS has their own strengths and weaknesses. It really is a personal preference thing. How you doing, by the way, Mark? You're all good? Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, the thing is, they might blame it on that, but layoffs in tech are very common and happen all the time. A lot of that is normally to do with shareholders and market stuff. You'll find it's very, very common for big waves of staff cuts to happen, especially in gaming and tech, right before stock calls and stuff like that. They might want to blame it on X, Y, Z thing within the company, but yeah, it's to do with making the balance sheet look better than it actually is 9 times out of 10. You know, so, but yeah, there are other factors that come into it. Bigger bonuses, yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be exclusively due to AI, though. I think that's kind of misleading. I mean, that can be a factor. I mean, efficiency and role cutting does go on in companies. That's nothing new. I mean, again, if you take supermarkets, for example, you know, we went from individually, at least in the UK, you'd go up to a till, and then the person would go and pick all the items for you, and then serve you, and then check you out by hand. We've then got electronic till systems which speed out that checking out process, and they make you wander around the shop. And then the next evolution of that has been the automated checkout, right? Where you don't even have a person sat on it. You have one person keeping an eye on like 20, 30 tills. This is all cutting down on staff requirements through technology. It's mechanization and automation of stuff. And streamlining of the process. And, you know, the further enhancement of that has been the handheld checking out device. So that when you get to one of those self-service tills, all you've got to do is plop it in the holder and you can make it auto-pay out of your account and have everything. Again, it's all about streamlining the process because they want people out as fast as possible once they've got their stuff. Also, as well, when you're using a beeper, saying in a supermarket, once it's on there, psychologically and statistically, you are far less likely to remove it. You're more likely to impulse buy and just grab and beep, 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 and then shove it all in and pre-pack it. That de-incentivizes you to go, oh my god, I've racked up X amount. I'm going to put these items back, because it's too much effort to go place all the items back and to uncheck them using the device. So there's psychological and behavioral barriers they can create doing that. Does that make sense? It's all shopping psychology. But yeah, again, trying to kind of make comparisons in other industries, but effectively it's a streamlining of the process to optimize the number of people in the store at once. To speed up the volume of people going through and reduce staffing amounts. And ultimately cut costs. But again, you see this across all industries. Gaming and tech is particularly sensitive to it, but... yeah, again, it's just another example of the same kind of issue playing out. It just manifests in different ways, that's all. But you see where I'm coming from. And now you've also as well, I mean, again, the next kind of evolution when it comes to like supermarkets, they're now having trolleys with cameras on. And then you've got the dynamic pricing tags and stuff like that. So if you pick an item up, they're then like registering it and logging it. I mean, Amazon have got their own shops now, haven't they? Where you pick stuff up and it automatically charges it to your Amazon account, you know. You've also got the shopping carts, like I say, that watch you and then give you offers on the fly based on your shopping cart. as you're shopping while you're being watched by the cameras on your cart. While you're doing all the self-service yourself. Which is kind of mad, but like, again, it's the next kind of evolution. But yeah, we're doing 6, 7 and under at the moment. Yeah, I think they're being trialed in certain places at the moment, Mark. They're not, like, fully rolled out. But yeah, basically, they'll have the cameras around the shop, but they'll also have multiple cameras on the cart itself. So they'll have one looking at the basket and one looking at you. And they could do... Basically, they'll see what products are being taken on and off the shelves. And they'll see how long you hold on to the item and how quickly you scan it. They'll also offer you offers on the cart display as well while you're shopping. They can also use that data for various things. But also as well, the carts are trained in emotional reading. So when you're looking at a shelf or looking at a product in your hand, they'll do emotional reading. So it will look and see if your face is showing disgust or happiness or joy, and it will analyze how quickly or how long you interact with that product. And then that data can be used to kind of infer what the anchoring of the pricing should be, placement of it on the shelves. They'll also be able to see if you've got family members with you and how they're behaving and interacting with certain products, and thus, you know, whether or not your tolerance to picking certain things up is more or less, given certain criteria. And then obviously that information is really valuable to brands, so they might be able to turn around to a brand and say, hey, look, if we move this 4 shelves over and you paid a premium for that shelf spot, you're probably going to get 60% more sales or something, whatever. They could then potentially sell certain spaces within the store as priority spacing, because at the moment that's already kind of done. You'll notice that when you're shopping, and you might not have been conscious about this, but when you're shopping, everything at eye level will not be the cheap stuff. The cheap stuff will either be really high up or really low down, out of your main line of sight, because they don't want you buying that. They want you to prioritize the middle lane, basically. Everything within eye height. Also, shops will keep moving things around. The reason shops keep moving things around is because hunter instinct. So, basically, we are naturally foragers. We like to hunt for things. We like to search, right? So by moving things around in the shop constantly, as annoying as it is, like I say, as someone who's worked in the shop and had to do this constantly, it engages that kind of hunting mechanic. So there are certain things you'll keep in certain places, like at the tills, for example, for impulse buys. But yeah, you'll want to engage that hunting mechanic, because what it does is it then engages you to go around the whole shop. And because you're going around, you'll find things and pick them up that you didn't intend to go in for. And then when you do find the thing you're looking for, you get a dopamine hit because you've ended the hunt by finding the thing you're looking for. And if the price of it's really high, but you get the dopamine hit that you found the thing you were after, you can actually kind of like trick yourself into paying more for an item. Because you're more concerned about concluding the hunt and getting the reward over the price. So you might end up being charged like $2 or $3 more for an item. So you'll find that certain items might be priced a bit higher and hidden around different places to try and encourage that, and they can squeeze a little extra out of you. Also, there's things called loss leaders. So loss leaders are items, they're products that they'll make either very little money on or items they'll actually make a loss on. And those items are just to get you through the door, basically. They're intended to be advertised to get you in the shop. So you'll pick a staple normally, something like milk or bread or something like that, and be like, look, we got a special offer. You can get 6 of these for £1 or something stupid. That gets you in the door. Then you can initiate the hunt behavior and all the other things to try and force people to buy extras they wouldn't have otherwise gone in for. So there's different ways to engage you and to get you to do what they want to kind of inflate your cart value. But yeah, sorry I know about all this. I did psych at uni. I'm not fully up to date with all the stuff. Bread. Yeah. Yeah, because you want to pick something that's common that a lot of people will want. Because that gives you maximum foot flow. Because if I picked something niche, let's say I picked purple Skittles or I picked a very specific type of nut. Well, a ton of people have nut allergies for a start, so, you know, that's not something everybody's going to pick up in every shop. I also, generally speaking, want to pick up an item that isn't particularly insanely premium, because I don't want the loss to be too insane. But something that a lot of people are readily going to need that will get them in the door. Oh, I need that, definitely. Like, your volume of scale, then, for that working is nice. You might have some stuff that's, like, seasonal. So, like, for example, maybe you've got a Christmas sale on, right? I might say, okay, right, I'm gonna have an offer on a thing of beer, or I'm gonna have an offer on a charcuterie meat board or something, right? But the goal is, I know that you're going to want Christmas cake. I know that you're going to want a turkey. I know that you're going to want stuffing, blah, 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 blah. Right? The thing that I've got an offer on that's going to get you in the door that I've advertised is just the bait. Once I've got you in the store, yes, you'll take the bait item. I might make a loss on that. But I know that for your shopping list, once I've got you in the door, there's a ton of other things I can potentially sell to you and upsell. I'd be like, oh, I can sell you this turkey, but there's this basted one with this special extra sauce that comes with it. And then I can upsell, right? And I can try and construct the route so that you have to pass all of these things to try and increase the odds you're going to pick all of them up. Right? It's one giant ass game. That is what it is. But, you know, you can tailor it depending on the situation. But if you haven't come through the door, a sale ain't gonna happen. So, like I say, loss leaders are a way to get you through that door and get through that barrier. Because any sale they don't get is gonna go to another shop, right? So that's why loss leaders are kind of important, or any kind of, like, offer that's being heavily advertised. It's normally just, like I say, the intent of getting you through the door. There might be some extra ones in there. And again, this is another sneaky thing you can do with advertising, is you can have your loss leader in an advert, right? But you can then advertise like 3 or 4 other things. And this is where it gets extra sneaky, right? If I know, like I say, it's a certain time of year and there's a certain kind of thing everybody's going to be after, I could actually give you a snail trail to follow. So I might have my loss leader not too far into the store just to give you that initial dopamine hit, right? But then I've got all these other offers and it becomes a treasure hunt, right? But by laying them out in a specific way throughout the store, I can force you to walk through as much of it as humanly possible in order to hunt those things down. Right? And then every so often you're getting that dopamine hit from having found it. Do you know what I mean? But I can make you snail trail through as much of the store as I want you to. And then in the process of that, kind of drip feed other offers and things in your face to try and get you to pick other things up. To try and, you know, take maybe a £50 shop and make it a £150 shop or something ridiculous. You know. Do you get where I'm coming from? The original Mini was a loss leader? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, consoles technically were a loss leader, and I think still are. It's the games where they make the profit. The consoles are not where they make profit. In gaming. The console's just the door to access everything else. It's what they sell you in the digital storefront and the physical game copies. That's where they make the money. The consoles themselves are very, very low margin. They want you inside of in their little bubble, basically, because once they've got you in there, they can then just shove stuff in your face constantly to buy. And you're tied to their store system. So there's, again, this element of sunk cost fallacy as well. So, you know, once you start buying things on there, you've got to keep committing to that platform. Because that's where all your stuff lives. So you keep doubling down. Pokemon's like, yeah. Yeah, this is also why you'll find things are exclusive. Because that's reason to give you to jump into the hardware. Once you've got into the hardware, bought a couple of things, you then feel committed to stay there. I mean, this is why I would say things like the console wars of the early 2000s were quite aggressive, because that is effectively what they were really hamming. They were really, really hamming those exclusives. You know what I mean? If you were around, you know what I mean. Anyway, sorry we're yapping about random stuff. But, anyway, you get my point, going back to the original thing of, like, optimization and, you know, AI and you know, cuts being done, and again, trying to suck you into buy stuff and marketing and advertising, it's complicated. I would say I'm very, very heavily simplifying here for the sake of an easy conversation, but you get the general gist of it. Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, Mark, but I'm pretty sure you said you just can't afford it. It's not that you don't want an upgrade. Okay, Cat. Interesting item in Eve. Where'd you pick that one up from? They want you to rent PCs? Yeah, so renting PCs is... It's been around for a while. It's not new, but it is definitely becoming more prevalent. So obviously with hardware spiking the way it is. Obviously we've got things like cloud gaming. Cloud gaming has some limitations because obviously you need decent ass internet for it. Everything's a bloody subscription in this day and age. It's half the problem. But yeah, the idea behind that is basically hardware is too big of a hit financially for a lot of people. And once a PC's been sold, that's it. It's out in the wild. You can't monetize it further. Unless you've got something like a phone device that's got ads on it, for example, right? That's a way you can monetize a device post-sale, right? And that does go on. And you'll typically find that in cheaper models of phones in second and tertiary territories. Because you know, they can justify making the cost cheaper, which again is an onboarding barrier to entry. So again, you'll see that as more common in those instances, but yeah, so the idea is you don't pay the whole thing up front. You use a basic ass machine to access the rented machine, and you pay a subscription fee. In the long run, in theory, it costs more. I mean, the other option as well is just to, as I say, flat out rent a PC. They do that. Depends on how you want to do it, really. As I say, you've got the cloud gaming side, or you've got the actual rented machine. A lot of them have clauses, like if you cut early, that you're liable for the cost of the machine and damage. There's a whole host of stuff. You have to be very careful. It can be good in some instances, I think, for some people. But yeah, you are tying yourself in for a long-ass subscription. Some of them, I think, allow you to buy out the machine at a later date. But I can't recall any specifically that are doing that, because again, like, the hardware value does kind of diminish over time. No, you're fine, Ice. You're absolutely fine. As I say, I think, like I said, there are certain situations where a rented PC is going to be better, but with the way they try, yeah, it's like 20. Yeah, exactly. This is the thing. You've got to weigh up. Like, are you better off just saving? I mean, you might be able to get a low interest loan to do it. That might be another way to do it. Not ideal, I know, because interest is a huge pain in the ass, and you're signing up effectively to another subscription that way too. Interest rates can be an ass too. So yeah, I think there are some situations, but yeah, cost-wise in the long term, I mean, the whole point of a lot of these subscription things is, on the surface, they seem like less, but long term, they end up being more. But the point is, it's stable, consistent, renewable income for companies. So, like I say, whereas a one and done with a piece of hardware is gone and that's it, at least they can get the hardware back and then flog it off to someone else. Lease to own, yeah, I mean, you don't even own shit. I mean, there is some lease to own situations, but again, very specific terms and conditions, and not all of them will do that. I mean, if the value of the hardware goes down, I guess it's kind of like, where you pay a mortgage just eventually own your home. I guess it's kind of where that's come from. But, yeah, it really, really depends. But yeah, anyway, the point is you're being loaded with a consistent subscription. And then if you default on it, you can then end up being, like, stuck with the full value of the thing immediately off of them, so they can instantly win there. So, it's normally stacked in their favor. Not always, but, like, you have to be careful with the terms. The problem is it's commonly described as a poor tax, because obviously the people that have to go for this tend to be a little harder up. Like I say, they haven't got the money to stomp up for a machine, which is understandable. The problem is if you load too many of these subscriptions on top, you're sucking a huge percentage of your income out. And that's what gets people trapped. Especially, like, I watch a lot of the finance shows, I mean, there are people with like 20 to 40 fucking subscriptions to like dumb shit. You know, $5 to $10 a month, that rapidly adds up. If you're in a limited income, you can suck like 20-30% of your income up just on subscriptions. Before you've like even dealt with anything else that you're required to pay for. Oh, you mean Martin Lewis? Yeah, that's that UK guy who does financial advising. Caleb Hammer's quite good on YouTube as well. There's a bunch of different ones. But yeah, so you just have to be careful these things don't stack up, and obviously just cancel anything you don't actually need. I've actually been through this process recently with my Josh. We found 3 subscriptions that he could instantly cancel he didn't need. Also, as well, he was doing some monthly, and it was costing him like an extra 20-30 quid per subscription for ones that he was doing monthly versus annually. So if you can afford to stump up and stagger the annual hits, it can actually save you some money in the long run for stuff that you are doing. Oh yeah, nobody's perfect eyes. But generally speaking, he's pretty good. But yeah. But yeah, just, yeah, as I say, I can see why the companies, going back to the original point, are doing the rental PC thing. Because they can then put that on their sheet as they've got X number of subscribers every month, and it's a consistent flow of income. Not everybody's going to buy a PC every month, right? It might be 2, 3, 5, 10 years before somebody changes PC. They're taking inconsistent, irregular income and turning it into a consistent income flow. And that's why it's very appealing. This is why Adobe and other, they just don't let you buy the software outright anymore. Because people will quite often sit on the thing that they're happily enjoying, pay the one-off fee, and then they're done. By converting it to an annual subscription, they can have a constant drip feed, which past a certain point actually yields them a higher return. And as I say, it just looks generally better on the balance sheet. You know? You see where I'm coming from. But yeah, as I say, from a company stability point of view, it's better for them. The other thing as well, they can slowly tweak and adjust and up a subscription fee. Add $1 here, add $1 there every other year, and yeah, what originally looked like an okay proposition, suddenly substantially more. And because they frame it in a per month basis, it makes it look smaller than it actually is. Because like, if you imagine they add $1 on for every month, that's $12 extra you got to pay, right? You know, convert that to $3, right? You're suddenly looking at like $36 increase. But by framing it as a $3 a month increase, mentally most people don't do the math. They don't realize how much extra's been sucked off them. So it's about framing and presentation. It makes it feel like a smaller hit. It's a perception thing. So that's why you'll see it often labeled and disclosed as that. The other thing as well, going back to the whole subscription thing, again, if you've got like an annual option, sometimes you'll be given a little bit of leeway and give, and you'll get a little bit off, which is great, because it makes things cheaper. We all like that. But what they're hedging their bet on is there's a retention rate, right? If you only pay for a service for a month, there is going to be a fall off out of that funnel. If we say it's a 50% fall off, just as an example, right? That's 50% of the people that aren't coming back to renew your service. But if they're tied in for a yearly subscription because you baited them in with 2 months less, you've converted a 1-month subscriber into a 12-month subscriber, and they can't get out unless they pay a penalty fee for ending it early. So financially the company is better off. You know, they're kind of hedging their bet basically on people staying at least, you know, more than half of that year once they've committed to the annual. Whereas a monthly might flip-flop in and out, you know, so that makes them less valuable. So the price effectively for having that freedom typically is the fact that you end up paying more over the course of a year. They want you to commit for the whole year, because the other thing as well is if you get a one-off payment that's every year versus a payment that's every month, you're way less likely to lose it.
So, this is another reason subscriptions could hoodwink you. If something's going out on a set day every month, you're far more likely to remember it, whereas if it goes out once a year, it'll go out and you won't have noticed it until it's too late. You're more likely to have forgotten about it by the point it comes back round. So you're automatically then hoodwinked in for another year, and they may have jacked the price by that point as well. So it's a very easy way to convert a 1-month subscriber into a year subscriber into an accidental 2-year subscriber to a service. Because people are forgetful and people have got shit to do, you know, so people forget stuff. So, again, it's psychology. I mean, I have a spreadsheet for keeping track of this kind of stuff. Not that I have many subscriptions to stuff anyway. But I have a spreadsheet with everything with the dates laid out on it. I also have reminders set up in my phone. I have a reminder app that tells me when things are going to go out. It gives me at least a 2-week warning. And that catches most of that crap. And it's honestly a great thing to do if you do have the option to do it. Auto renewals, exactly. But yeah, have timer things on your phone to remind you. There's a great way to stop that kind of stuff. There are, I believe, services now that you can sign up to, the way you can tell it all of your subscriptions and it will give you alarms for that kind of stuff. You don't need to do that. I use something like To Do, and I add in dates for things. And then I can get an auto beep on a schedule for when things are happening, like appointments, subscription renewals, that kind of stuff. But yeah, very, very useful if you don't want to accidentally get bonked with an extra year of something you don't plan to. I mean, the other thing as well is, one of the things I do as well is, if there's a free trial for something, I will basically go in and immediately cancel it. Don't wait until the renewal's gonna happen, because you're very likely to forget. There's another way you can get caught. A lot of them will say you can cancel any time before at no penalty. Sign up, have your free trial, but on day 1, just cancel it. Because the free trial period will often continue, but at least then you've made sure that it definitely won't renew. And then that way, if you do want to renew it, you go back in and then manually renew it. Whereas, if you have your trial period, mean to cancel it, forget to cancel it, and then some of them have like a 24-hour warning period beforehand, you're then locked in, right? And quite often, again, they'll try and lock you into the yearly rather than the monthly, because, again, maximum conversion. So, yeah, it's something to bear in mind. But, yeah, if there's a free trial on something, my first thing I do is I go in and make sure it's cancelled. And then if I do want to have it, I will go in and manually re-add it. I have heard of some instances where you lose offers when you do that, but I haven't personally dealt with that. I've generally found as long as you flick it back on before it's due to renew, you'll still get the offer. But always worth double checking and being thorough on that just to make sure. But I haven't run into any issues with that personally. But yeah, but anyway, that's my cautious way, and then that way I don't accidentally get charged for something, which is helpful. There are also these digital cards you can now get as well, where you don't actually have to use your cards on sites, and then you can set them as like a one-time single use. And then when come renewal time, they won't be able to take anything from your card unless you allow it manually on the card, the digital card. Again, it's a weird little thing, but it's cool that we've got these things these days. Thank you for reminding me. Oh, whoa, hang on, some auto renewal bullshit. Well, at least I've been useful. It's all good. I'm just hyper conscious of this stuff because I have to be super, super careful with my money. So I'm, yeah, I'm extra careful with it. I have mechanisms in place to stop stuff accidentally renewing. Like I say, having a full list of all your subscriptions, how much they're costing you per month, is just really good, because then at least you know how much is going out. It's gonna sound really fucking nerdy here, right? But I have a spreadsheet with everything listed on, personal and business stuff. And I have a little pie chart and everything, and it's great. I love it. Thing is, it's a template, so I can reuse it every year. It's great. But no, really, really helpful, because I've got all the dates that things go out, what my typical expenditure is, both personal and business split, and I have little pie charts, and they look lovely. And basically I can then see what's going in and out on certain months when my most expensive time of year is.
Regain control of it immediately.
I've also got gap factored in for additional random BS happening. Hey, thank you for the follow. Cannot see the username. Algim, how you doing? Welcome on in. And then, yeah, I've got extra stuff in there. Do I only play warthunder? No, we play all sorts here. We're actually playing a ton of demos and playtests today. We're just hanging out on warthunder at the moment, but we will be doing some other stuff. We've got Vault, Tickets Please, and a whole host of other things that we're playing today. We like to mix it up here. We do play a lot of Forza Horizon as well. We used to do quite a lot of farming sim back in the day as well. But yeah, we do a bunch of stuff. No, honestly though, Ice, having a spreadsheet is great. A lot of my stuff auto-calculates as well, which is nice. It just makes things so much easier. I mean, I have to catalog anything anyway, because, like, self-employed and all that shenanigans, but... yeah, it's just really useful, because I've got an idea exactly what's happening when, and I know when all my big expenses are going out. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily store it in the cloud. I would have it local, and then have a backup copy somewhere else, or maybe on a thumb drive or something. Oh, do they have an automatic one? Oh, they've got an automatic one. Okay, Ice, that's good, that's good. Yeah, I'm old school. I did mine myself. I did mine myself. It's fun that I like doing spreadsheets, though. Josh and I love a good spreadsheet. But yeah, no, it's definitely really helpful. It's way less stressful. I mean, yeah, it does mean a little bit of work every month, just me checking everything over, but I don't mind that. Again, I have to do that anyway because of self-employment, but I'm in the habit of it. Honestly, at the end of the month, it takes me like an hour tops to do all my itinerizing. It doesn't take me too long. I mean, end of the month's coming up. I'm already pretty set. Like, I know what needs to go on there. It does not take me long at all to do. Because I'm organized with it. I like to be organized. Because it saves me a bucket load of time in the long run. Oh, very good. Very good, Mark. Speaking of Forza. There's a bug. Hang on, what's the bug, Sam? I don't know what you're on about. Feel free to enlighten me, though. I'm interested to hear. I did my roll this morning. I've got the Windows XP sound as a horn. I was like, that was so random, but apparently it's a legendary item in the game. So I might actually set that as my horn now. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet, but there's a distinct possibility that's going to be what it's going to be. The problem is I have such a visceral reaction to that sound. My brain is just going to immediately freak out, probably. Is what it is, though. Right, let's do that. Right, let's, made some progress. Nope, I didn't want to move that. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm not that old. Shut up. I was not using a quill at school. Shut up. I did do calligraphy, but that's a whole separate kettle of fish. Oh my gosh. I'm waiting for this to auto-renew and then I'm gonna be annoyed. Oh, so weird it's Sunday. Hi, Nick. You don't need the points. That's just an extra backup calls option. That's all for me tracking stuff. But yeah, you can join if you want, Ek. What I might do is just pop to the loo quickly. If you want to join, in-game name in chat, and then I'll get you in. Give me 2 minutes. Though. I'm just gonna pop to the loo a second. Give me like 2 seconds just to jump on the loo a second. There's a bunch of visual bugs? Oh, that's not good. Right, hang on 2 seconds, guys. Let me just pop to the loo a minute. I'll need to be a second. I'm back, I'm back, I'm back. Right. Sorry about that. Sorry, I was really quick loo break. Right. Whew. Right. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Let me get you in. But yeah, don't worry about the point thing. It's just like a backup option. It's all good. It's not a mandatory thing. Hey, thank you, Mark. 6.7 and under, alright? X, so just make sure you got a set for that. Alright, invite has been sent. No, 2, as in the number, egg. 2. 1, 2. Sorry if you can't hear me very clearly. Right, well, your BR's well under, so that's fine. Hey, thanks for— where are we at with T-Rush, Mark? I can't even see where it's at. Oh, very good, Mark. Right, ready up, please. Let's get going. I can't queue until you're ready up. Sorry, I'm looking at this bug thing. Time for exhaust being— oh. Weather changing. Okay, weird. I have got Forza in the schedule. Maybe we'll see that next time I play. Who knows? I will have to have a look at that next time I'm on. I mean, I popped on briefly to do the spin. I haven't done anything else. I need to get caught up on stuff in that game, though. We still are missing a wristband. I will get it done, though. Thanks to Rubes doing the likes, by the way. Appreciate it. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I know the English say things weirdly. Tuesday is how we would say it, egg. I'm sorry if my accent makes it hard for you to understand. No, Tuesday. We don't say Tuesday. We're not chewing the day. Again, different accents you might not be able to distinguish. But it is Tuesday. It's with a T. And I'm not doing the bottle of water bollocks. You can fuck off. Hi, welcome back, Urban. You okay? Yeah, we don't pronounce it like that. There might be a few localized regional accents that do that, but that's not how it's normally pronounced. Again, I think that's Americans exaggerating things. Americans exaggerating stuff and overexposure to memes. Come on, give us a match. I want to play. Oh, you're Serbian. Look, I don't know. I don't know where you're from. But again, you might consume American culture, TikTok, and other things, so social media tends to permeate things. You get what I mean. But that's probably where your misconception of how it's pronounced comes from. And again, you don't need to be from that place to consume their media and social stuff. let's see what we can do. Don't need to be going after ground targets, but we will anyway, just for points. I'm gonna just try and cling on to as much as I can. Memes these days are lame. Yep, I agree. There's a lot of lame memes. I like the classics, personally. Right, let's go back around. Let's go back around. Just gonna bide my time. I have got 2-second delay in detonation as well. I'm gonna have to wait. Lots of hits. Nothing locked in. Alright, let's see how we do with that. They're gonna chase, but... and that's half a wing off. RIP! Oh, I'll tell you what I do need to get. When I get a chance, I need to get Power Wash Sim too. Sorry, random thought. Hey, smiley face. Oh, the Beatty thing, yeah. Oh, I got that tea game that someone bought me. We need to play that. That isn't the schedule, by the way. I will be covering that tea garden game. That is the thing. We will be doing that. I don't have an exact ETA on it, but that will be happening. I can't remember exactly where I put it in for the schedule. Hopefully I won't move it. On that note, actually, as well, I will be releasing the August schedule soon. I haven't done it yet. Maybe if I get time, I'll do that today. You got to 3.0. It's not bad. You're doing well. You'll get that, smiley face. You'll get that. Don't pressure yourself. Just take your time with it. No, don't worry about it, Mark. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. Right, let me just see if Rennick is around, because I just want to check he's up for the other game still. Where is he? Rennick. I'm just DMing him because I just want to make sure. I think he's around today. I just want to make sure. Because what I might do is do one demo and then get him in for the other one. I'm playing arcade at the moment, smiley face. Just doing dailies and park grind. Scimitar event? Don't know what you mean by the scimitar event, sorry. If you're talking about some kind of warthunder event, I don't normally do them. I don't normally have the time. They normally interfere too much with me getting other stuff done. Stuff with, like, point score and all that, it's normally too much for me to get done. Which is annoying, but it is what it is. It's a ground event? Oh, well, even less reason for me to play it then. I mean, I like playing ground. I am slowly learning it, but yeah, I will probably not be able to get whatever the objective is done. Even more so, because my score on ground is atrociously low. I also have a very limited number of vehicles, so if I don't have the required vehicle, I can't even partake in it. She can't get it. Why can't I get it? Oh, it's the point one. Yeah, I definitely won't get it. Yeah, if it's 35k in 2 days, hell no. No way, no chance. First medals are repassed. Usually with those point events, you can pay to whale up a Miss Star. That is quite often an option, but yeah, there's no way I'm gonna get it done. I might say my point scoring is far too low. Right, so it looks like Rennick's available in about 50 minutes time. So, I think what we'll do is we'll carry on with this. And then we'll do the horror game and get that out of the way for the first demo. And then I will play something a little more relaxing to close the stream out today. Because I have like 4 or 5 different demos we could be playing today. But we'll see how we do. But yeah, Star is the horror game scary? I don't know. I've not played it. It's a play test. The developers want feedback, so I do have one remaining invite code for anyone who's on my Steam friends list. But yeah, it's called Vault Protocol. So we're gonna try it out. Like I say, I'm gonna make some notes for the devs. I'm not sure how long that playtest is on for, but it is active today, so hence we're gonna get on it. Thanks to the people that gave me the sonar feedback, by the way, because I haven't sent that over to the devs yet, but I will be doing that. You get it in around 20 matches? Yeah, I'm lucky if I play 20 matches in a day. Crafting, yeah, I think they've done away with crafting events. But yeah, I don't get 2k points a match. I'm lucky if I scrape 600, 700, 800 points a match. I don't have many vehicle options when it comes to tanks, and what I do have, I am very bad at playing. And realistic only scales up that problem for me. I score less in realistic than I do arcade, because I am just that bad at tanks. So, yeah, point scoring events are difficult enough as it is, but add it being tanks into the mix, no shot. I'd rather focus on BP as a whole. That's normally all I have time to focus on. Trying to do anything beyond that is just not time efficient for me. Ouch! And match is nearly over. Have I ever played Naval? Yes, I do play Naval in this game regularly. And I prefer it over tanks. I have some degree of affinity with it. I would like that too, Sam, but I can't see that happening because at the end of the day, you can normally buy the stars, and doing that would remove the pressure to pay for the stars. So it's not financially in their incentive to do that. If you catch my drift. Yeah, that's the one you guys are yapping about. Yeah, so they have got the complete instantly on this. BR and Naval, it varies. Depends on what I feel like playing. I've got max, and I've got minimum. I've got everything in between. My sets are highly varied. I still have a ton of vehicles I need to grind out, though. I am slowly working on it. But yeah, I can play across the entire board when it comes to naval BRs. Prefer coastal, personally. But I've got a load of the higher tier stuff. I just slowly working through the trees. Like, I've done a lot of the French and the American. Done a little bit of Japanese. We had a crack at some Soviet, but didn't get along with that too well. Been doing some pasta boats. Been doing a little bit of Germany. We've been mixing it up. I need to do some more British. I've done British coastal, but I haven't done much in the way of British blue water. So on the to-do list that, but when I'm gonna get to it, I don't exactly know. So yeah, just something I'm slowly kind of working through at the moment. Just, you know, when I have an ad hoc moment here or there. I would go do some naval now, but I really want to get this Welking and this Washington done at the moment. I really want to get this thing done. Hey, PJ, how you doing? Hey, Ray. Yeah, how you doing, PJ? Everything all good? We're just having a bit of a chillax session this weekend. I wasn't on yesterday because I had some IRL stuff to do. So I'm pretty worn out. I was tidying up the ensuite yesterday. It's been a task, to say that. 2 giant rubbish bags worth of waste out of there, and then another entire bag just of, like, used up cleaning product. So, hi, Austin. So yeah, 3 bags of waste out of 1 tiny ensuite is kind of, like, crazy, but it needed doing. I've still got a little bit more wiping down of surfaces to do. I've got a back panel behind the toilet to do, and I need to go over the floor again, but I'm getting there. I've done the worst. Oh, and there's one set of shelves I still need to do. But yeah, we're doing 6.7 and under at the moment. Fair enough, Austin. Best of luck with your matches. Hopefully they go well. Yeah, I'm doing Welcome and Washington at the moment, PJ. Just trying to get stuff done. Trying to get all the ground vehicles. Good luck with that, Sam. Yeah, that will take you some time. You will get there, though. Give it time. But yeah, I don't know what they're gonna add in future, Sam. That's half the thing. You never know. No, don't throw in matches, Ek. It's unsportsman behavior. You'd be wasting ammo as well. No, don't yeet into me or shoot me or whatever. It's distracting and it annoys players. Only go after genuine enemies in matches, because yeah, it's annoying. I might dive, I might go into someone thinking that you're an enemy. So no, don't shoot friendly players. I know they've got friendly fire disabled in certain modes, but it is highly irritating. Players get spooked by it. They drive into someone else by accident because they're trying to get away thinking it's an enemy. But yeah, please don't do it. It's highly annoying. I had somebody do this to me last stream where they intentionally rammed into me. They cost me a vehicle because they were prattling around. Yeah, no worries, Viper. Have a good one. Hopefully it's all going well. Oh, need to... Right, that one behind you's going down. You didn't need to worry about him. I've done enough to him. He'll go down. Yeah, there we go. He's done. He's done. Ah, he crumpled me. Shit. Oh, we got your engine as well. Rip. He was up long enough to get you then. That was unfortunate. Some jackass rammed you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, accidents do happen, don't get me wrong, PJ. The one I had the other stream was blatantly intentional. I caught it on clip and was able to have a look at it. It was some random that hadn't been in the stream before. He was fine for the first match, but the second match, he very intentionally went underneath me and then smashed into me. So, yeah, anybody does that in my matches, it's not tolerated. We yeet them out. Hi, Elliot. Don't know why you're doing that in my chat room. If you'd like to speak English, that would be helpful. Yeah, I mean, we've had accidents. I've driven into other people's vehicles just because of lack of spatial awareness and other stuff. It happens, you know, but when it's intentional, it's really fucking annoying. All you can do is hit complain and, leave it. You forgot English? Well, that's a you problem. English only chat room, so... Yeah, I mean, the good rule of thumb is just always look around you, check the mini-map before you do any maneuvers. General good rule of thumb. Hey, Kenji, you're right. Alright, let's see what we can do. There's that P29. Let's see what we can do. Let's just try and climb up and try and get in a good position. Hey, Calvin, welcome back. How are you and the wifey doing today? Sure, right. Again, apologies about Soul Frame. I will liaise with you about rescheduling that. Sorry, I felt so rotten the other day. I was just having a really bad one. I think time of the month and everything else is just, oh, felt like so crap. I think I just got hit with a bit of a bad combination of issues, unfortunately. I have the game all updated though, it's all ready to go. It's just, yeah. Stars didn't align on that one, sadly. I will try and look though, and I'll see about the key drop thing though for that. See if I can maybe line it up with one of those.
The enemy has captured most
But I don't know when the next one will be. I need to do a bit of a research on that. Alright, we're gonna get out of the way of that guy. Hey, King, how you doing? Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Ooh, don't hit the tree. Fuck. I wanted to avoid the tree. Instead, we took it to the face. Great. Hey, Wolfie. Yeah. No, that's all good, Cal. No rush. Just whenevs, dude. I need to get my brain in gear. I've got the August schedule somewhat sorted out. I need to double check a couple of things over. I was sent some keys yesterday, actually, for some stuff, and on Friday. So, I have slotted a bunch of stuff in, but I haven't put Soulframe back in yet, because I was going to talk to you about that one before I did anything with it, but at the moment, I'm playing a little bit of catch-up at the moment, because I have got so many game demos to get through. Oh. Yeah, that sucks, Sam. That sucks. The fact there was someone on your team really just adds up to injury. If somebody does that, though, like I say, you can report them for that, because that's unsportsman's behaviour and throwing, so... It's, not good. I really want to go for, objective. I'm gonna get this guy and then... We're gonna go around, I think. Let's try and get this site and then we'll go for the ground one. Let's see what I can do. There's no guarantees here, but it's worth us having a try. Hi, Roberto. How you doing? Alright, that IL-10's heading over there. I'm gonna just go for this. He's just off doing a base thing, so we'll just let him do his thing. Nobody's interfering with me at the moment. I'm gonna let the F6 deal with him. I'm gonna skim a load of ground targets, and then we'll try and get to the base. What I want to do right now is do point peel. How well it's gonna work is a whole other thing, but we're gonna try and do as much as we can.
The enemy has captured the airfield.
Yeah, that's not good. We need territory control. We need some territory. We have B. Let's grab this. Oh, hello, BF-109. I need to deal with this before I make an attempt to land. This guy's gonna get behind me. Yeah. Ah, nuts. He stopped me. Oh, well, it's worth a try. I wish I'd have finished him off in that strafe, but I hadn't. I failed, unfortunately. If I'd have cleaned him out, we would have been fine.
The enemy is winning. We must counterattack. We no longer have advantage.
Right, he's going for the F6. Right. We'll let him do his thing. I need to try and clean these two out in mid. I need to hope that a teammate is going for C. It looks like a couple of them are. So we just need to pull things off in mid. LA-11 going for the F6 now. He looks like he dealt with the BF-109, so... That's good. There is a bomber going for our targets, which is not ideal. Hey, fish. How you doing? Hope all as well. Right. I'm gonna assume that Spit's gonna attempt to land. Okay, well, he got him.
The enemy is controlling most of the zones.
Oh, I'm gonna have to land it. It doesn't look. Yeah, he didn't stick it. He didn't stick it. And the other guy was on there for too long. Right, let me try and do something about this. I'm going way too fast. Right, I got it down. I got it down. Right, let's get off of here before they punish me for being on here. Because I've got this guy. Dang it! Can't keep that up. Got some damage on him, but it wasn't enough. Not enough. This guy's now gonna counter land it. Ah! We can't afford to be trading it. Yeah, I'm in arcade at the moment. Hi, Matai. This is annoying. Cause we need 2 sites. We need 2 sites to retain. This guy's gonna do it realistic whenever I feel like it. That's the simple answer. My priority right now is upgrading multiple vehicles, so for that reason arcade suits me right now. They are dogpiled in mid, holy shit. I think what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna try and do something about this, because it's just the bomber on there. Hey, PZ, how you doing? I just need a quick trade around, and I'm probably gonna have a better oh, it's a shame that F4 went down. It's a shame he went down, because if he could have got that, that would have been nice. They are all over here. Right, let me get this LA-11, and then that Tempest won't get yoinked into. He got the other guy, which is nice. We just need a nice clean engagement here, and then we can get this back, but probably going to be out of points before I have a chance to get this done. Unfortunately. Oh, okay, he went. Must have had engine issue or something. Okay, cool. Right, let's grab this, and then we need to go around and get the other one. There's an FW in mid. Right, cool. Let's try and deal with this guy. Sorry, I took my eye off that for a second, and he caught up with me rather quickly. Ah, my brain just buffered. Brilliant. Right, if they got anything actually... Ooh, some of those are a bit close. Okay. Hi, Wanda, welcome back. Right, they are melting as a team. Although we've got a similar level of melt. Okay. I need to have a think here what we can do. But yeah, we need that. Problem is they got 2 guys heading over here. So we need to get this back. Well done on grabbing that mid. That is good timing. That is really good timing. Right, I think what we're going to do to be more useful is we're going to let the guys go deal with that. We're going to try and clean this mid out of anti-air. You've got a G55 on your left. You got an IL-10 directly ahead. Watch out. Hi, Nat. Kaden. Yeah, we're going to try and clear as much anti-air out as we can. 1, that will score us points. 2, it'll make it easier. Why are all the players' numbers? I have privacy mode turned on. The numbers you're seeing are account ID numbers. Unfortunately, I've got a stalker problem in-game. So, my in-game name randomizes and changes every match. And their names are hidden. So, they're on that so that I can report them if there's an issue. But it's less obvious if I'm in a match with someone. Because, as I say, I have a stalker problem, unfortunately. So, I have it all hidden. Also, as well, some of the sites I'm on auto-skim my content for inappropriate usernames. And by having them hidden, they can't display and they get me into trouble. Yeah, stalker problem. So people that stalk you. Do you know what a stalker is, Ek? Hi, Adaptive. How are you? yeah, this is all gonna go to tits now. Yeah, okay. Then you'll understand them.
We've got to act fast.
Yeah, we've made them work for it a bit, but 10k deficit on points is yikesy. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Adaptive. You're gonna be alright. Hopefully you get some better news soon. I've gotten stalked because of warthunder, yes. Yes, there are multiple groups that go after me, unfortunately. I've had this problem in other games, and I've had this problem IRL as well, for different reasons, but yeah, I do have multiple stalkers, unfortunately. So it's something I have to deal with on the regular, unfortunately. Again, I've been a content creator since 2012. This happens, unfortunately. But yeah, so the War Thunder ones specifically are just really salty assholes. But I don't want it ruining it for you or me, so that's why we have provisions in place to try and reduce the amount of fun they can get out of it. Why? Because they're dickheads. As simple as that. Hi, Tobias. How you doing? No, that wouldn't be very appropriate behavior, Egg. Just because someone else is doing something wrong doesn't mean that everybody else should do a wrong thing back to them. Why would they do that? As I say, they got nothing better to do and they're dickheads. It's as simple as that. Alright, ready up, we'll go again. Pretty please? No, don't. I ban people for doing that kind of shit, so don't. Don't stream snipe and stalk other people. That's not cool. I don't care if someone else is doing it to you. You don't do it back. It's not cool. It's not an appropriate way to handle the situation. Hang on, my phone's beeping at me. Ooh. Right, there we go. Sorted. Oh, is my phone charged? Oh, my phone is charged. Okay, let me unplug that. Oh, right. Yeah, let me know when you're ready, Ek. I'm just gonna plug this in quickly because I need to charge my phone brick. I'm not sure what percentage it's on. Let me have a look. Ow. If I could stretch over enough to do it. What percent are you on? 20%. Okay, right, that needs charging. Right. Yeah, let me know when your setup's fixed, X, and we can go again. And get another match or two in at least. And then I think I'm going to start looking at some demos. Because I have a bunch of different ones today. We've got... Let me have a look. We've got Tickets, Please, Vault Protocol... Dawn of Defense, 1666 Amsterdam. There's a whole bunch of different ones. Is it bad I'm like, just open the bomb hatch and take a dookie out the back of it, I guess? A Josh subscription. Oh, gosh. No, thankfully that's not a thing. Would be fair to Josh, would it? Bombs away? I mean, yeah. What demos? I just said which demos, but I'll go through them again. Dawn of Defense, 1666 Amsterdam, Tickets Please, and Vault Protocol. What are those? They're video games. I'm gonna say demos and playtest mix. Bunch of different stuff. So Tickets Please is about managing a train station. 1666 is a dark-themed adventure game. Vault Protocol is a horror extraction game. Dawn of Defense, I believe, is a base building, like, RTS tower defense game with roguelike elements. When are they adding wildlife to the game? No idea. Right, we're ready. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Right. I'm gonna try and run this in again. Again, I want to try and get some more progress on this thing. I need to check how many upgrades we've got, because I've completely lost track of it. Okay, my friend's just let me know he's got 15 minutes and then he's ready, so we might swap to the horror game then. Well that's not good, Ek. I would speak to a family member and you possibly may have to report that to the authorities, but, yeah, different rules in different countries. You already said earlier you're Serbian, so I don't know what the rules over there are. I certainly wouldn't be hanging out with that person if that's the way they're talking to you. Doesn't sound like terribly pleasant company to be keeping that. Right, let's go and deal with this. Yeah, well there's nothing I can do about that, X, sorry. Speak to a relative and see what they advise you to do would be my best guess. Can't really help you with that, sorry. Right, I'm gonna hop out with that. Okay, we're getting a little something. Not much, but better than nothing. I will run it again. We'll use the backup. Yeah, please be careful what you say in chat. Don't promote anything illegal, please, or I will have to blap it. I do have to moderate what's in there. Anything violent, aggressive, or illegal will have to be removed, so be very careful what you say. Right. Ooh, okay, there's B-29 over there. I'm gonna avoid that. Stay well away from that. I can't tell you what you should or shouldn't do, Ek. As I say, consult a family member or consult a lawyer. Or some kind of assistance service for that kind of thing. We don't live where you live. We can't provide help, I'm sorry. And I don't have the full context or information. It would be irresponsible for me to give advice on things I don't have the full information for. So, have a look and see if there's helplines. That's the best I can do. The other guy? Yeah, as I said, I think he's alluding to a certain thing. And again, there's limitations of what can be said in chat rooms. Heck, alright. Right, I'm gonna have to go hop in the other one. Let's go hop in there.
We're winning.
Alright, I'm gonna try and get over there. Right, who would like to play Vault? Just so I've got an idea of who wants in. Because I think that's gonna be our first game. We'll do Vault, because I need to give feedback on that one, and then we'll go into some of the other ones afterwards. I think we'll do Ticket after that, and then maybe we'll have a look at 1666 Amsterdam if there's time. We'll see how far through we get with the demos. Yeah, don't worry, Sam. I understand where you're coming from. You just, obviously, for legality reasons, have to be careful what you say. I'm just trying to protect people here. Hey, Gnome, how you doing? You alright? I'm trying to see who's gonna come for me. It's probably gonna be that LA9. Oh, no, it's P-47. Okay, let's deal with that. I'm probably gonna get dipped. Oh, no! Okay, they completely burnt me out before I even had a chance. Okay. That's a shame. We got that one, though. We got credit for that. I'll take it. I'd rather have kept the Welkin alive for longer, but... it is what it is. I'm just gonna have to go with it. Right. 7 grand though, too. It's not too bad. Need to make a little more happen here, but we'll see what we can do. Slowly but surely. We got this, we got this, we got this. They've lost a couple of players, which is good for it. In fact, they've lost another one. Crikey. Okay, well, they're melting players. They are melting a crap load of players. Which helps me out. It doesn't guarantee anything, of course, but it does help us. I'm coming in really fast on this guy. Fuck me. Messed that one up. Dang it. Whoops. Thought I had enough space there. I did not. I, kind of hit that little cliff there. Yep, a little bit of terrain to the face. Not great. Hey, train. How you doing? I should have avoided that. I should have seen that one coming, honestly. I was ready for him. I was just coming in a bit too fast. Should have put the flaps on and pulled the engine down. And then I wouldn't have oversped him. Yeah, that sounds like a stupid reason for someone to be mad. I mean, if he wants to get it done, he can go get a professional to do it. Sounds like he's freeloading to me, Ak, but that might just be my personal impression. If someone's threatening over you doing them a favor, that's kind of rude and stupid. Not the kind of company I personally would want to keep. They should be grateful and friendly. He was using me to... yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would just avoid him like the plague, honestly. And say, they don't sound like a very nice person. People are always within their right to politely decline to do something for you, especially if you're doing it as a favor for them. You're not obligated to do anything for anyone. Like I say, he can pay the fee and go to a professional to have it done if that's how he's going to behave around you. It doesn't sound terribly nice. I would just avoid him as much as you can. There's no point in hanging around that kind of company. Not terribly pleasant. By any stretch of the imagination. Right, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try and line up in a good spot here. I want to try and see who comes my way. I've got a couple up top there we need to be mindful of. I need to make sure they don't get round on me, but unfortunately with me chasing this guy, they probably will. I need to deal with him and get turned around. I have to avoid him. Come on. Ah! Okay, I lost a ring. I mean, that technically was holding out, but... ouch. Okay, right. Batman plan. Let's just go with the spit and we'll... I haven't got many options now. I've got that and the Hornet. I have got a C-Fire, though. I could... Yeah, okay, we're doing okay. Right, we're gonna keep chipping away. Should be alright. Let me just see if my friend is on. Nope, no, they need a bit more time. Okay, we're fine. We might get one more match after this. We'll see how we do. Let's see how we do. Love to get rid of that B-29. Let's see what we can do. Oh, I could get to him first. That's half my problem. I've got to climb a long, long way. Although we're about on it now. A little bit lower than him, but not by too much. I just don't want to lose my speed too much because I need to catch him. We can always flick it up right at the end. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, someone got him. Okay, well at least he's out of the match. That's good. Ah, right. Oh. Sorry, I'm trying to look for potential targets here. Just a little late to the party with the old B-29, but that's fine. We're fine. Right. Okay, we got that. Okay, we got that. Anything we can point farm. The Junker up there, but I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. Gonna leave that one alone. Anyway, match is over. We got second. It's not too bad. Right. Give me some points. Give me some points. Right. Cool. So we're 3 out of... So we're not doing too bad on this. I just want to keep building on that. So we're about half... Yeah, see, the Welkin's nearly done. The Washington's, like, barely half done. Ugh. I think what we might do is just do a couple matches a day on the Washington and then flip-flop sets, I think, moving forward once the Welkin is done. Because this thing is so close to done. I really don't want to be fucking around with this. Although, to be fair, I can fit the Washington in the other set. How well it's going to fare at the higher BR, I don't know. But we might have to test that. We will have to have a look-see, I think. I'll have to try that out and see how we manage. Right, let's go with that. Let's go with that. I want to try and stay alive for more than like 2 seconds and it would be nice. Problem is doing this straight away immediately makes me a target, but hey ho. One of those things. Right, let's see what we could do. I need to line this up. We need to hope we can set this up. I want to try and go after multiple batches as well if we can. come on. Tilt, tilt, tilt. The ones in the back are, not as well armored, so... I'm gonna try and prioritize those, because if I can splash damage more of those, we should get more targets overall. I think some of these landings are off, unfortunately, so I haven't gotten much out of it. Yep, that sounds like small penis mode, EK. A lot of people are like that, unfortunately. That's what we like to call overcompensating. Right, I need to turn around. Try and line this up again, not mess this up. Hey, Dainton, how you doing? Alright, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Just want to try and line this. Hopefully get a better crack at it this time, although I'm coming at it from a really weird ass angle. Right. Go to the next one. So we're just gonna go straight up Welkin, because it's what I need to get done, and it's nearly there, so. See what we can do. Yeah, just do that. We're gonna have to cycle around again. There we go. Yeah, good luck dealing with stuff, heck, man. Not easy, I know, but good luck with that. Oh, that one's gone down. Okay. Yeah, let's not go there, Rick, because that's getting into illegal territory and threats of violence. We don't do that here. We're more classy than that. Again, that still doesn't make it right for you to threaten someone else, and I have to moderate my chat room. So please don't make those kinds of statements in the space, because I will have to purge it. Because that is TOS violating behavior. Right. Fucking lost the Welkin again really quickly. Might need the loot after this match, we'll see. I need to have a look at the directory options as well, because of the playtest, but we'll sort that out in a bit. Right, let's get this J2. Alright. He will be fine. He won't last. Should be good. Hey guys, welcome back. You are here just in time, mate. We're gonna be swapping to some demos in a minute. Gonna be swapping it up. I am really hungry. I should have had more for breakfast this morning. I just had a pot of the you know, those little porridges that you put water in. That's all I've had today. That's all I have had, and I'm kind of regretting it now. I didn't feel like eating earlier, but now I really do. Which is just typical. I don't have any snacks or anything though, unfortunately. Rip. Got a little bit on him. Hi, Kyle. How you doing? You calling me dumb for it? Look, I can't eat in the mornings. I get on well if I do. I feel really sick in the mornings. Yeah, how you doing, Kyle? You alright? Everything all good? Everything all jazzy? I've just been pootling around in Warthunder today. I'm just slowly getting these vehicles updated. No, you're fine, Ek. You're fine. Sorry, I was probably at cross wires there. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Good. Hi, user, how you doing? Alright, let's see what we can do. Might be able to glide this into position to get one or two of them. Nope, can't quite. He dodged me. I will lose this vehicle, but we're gonna at least take some people down with me. Can't light this one up. Okay, we got it lined up for a fraction of a second. Unfortunately, the timing on the ammo didn't work out for me, but it is what it is. Okay, 2 down, 1 assist. It's not too bad. If we can keep up the territory control, we should win this match. We should be alright. Just a case of keeping it up and not yielding. Don't think we're too bad though. Don't think we're too bad in the grand scheme of things. Basically double ticket. So kind of nice. A little bit of team melt either side, but that's fine. Just need to make sure they don't take A. A's deep enough that they're leaving it alone, so should be alright. The pressure's gonna be up on mid. Oh, he got me bloody tail. They got my tail. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not there for very long. I'd like to go grab the other side, but absolutely designated is not a thing in English. Sorry, I don't know what you mean by that. Do you mean destroyed? I don't know. I don't know the circumstances. Sorry.
Keep it up and victory will be ours.
At least they're keeping them busy. I'll say they're not getting ingress over here, which is nice. I kind of want ingress over there to put the pressure off of here a little bit. Oh, disintegrated. Yeah, that is a word. Yep. Yeah, sorry, you said designated, which is something completely different. Okay, right, I'm gonna peel. I'm gonna go over here. That guy can hold mid. Hopefully they keep that LA7 off. I'm gonna just go run distraction over on this other side. Because if I can split them up. I mean, we're about to win anyway. This is just kind of, yeah, there you go. Sealing the deal extra. Right, is my friend around? Let me know when you're back. I don't think he is. I might go do another match. I'm just waiting for him to pop back. If not, I'll have to play a different demo before he turns up. We will see. You just realize how much you're spending on month and yeah, you see what I mean now. You see what I mean about subscription hoarding. This is exactly why a spreadsheet for it is really good to have. Because, you know, if it starts becoming like an entire video game's worth, it starts getting into mad territory. But yeah, people have an insane amount of subscriptions. It's including your yeah, you kind of need your broadband. Yeah, my friend's not back. Yeah, we'll do another one while we wait. Yeah, you see what I mean, though? It does add up, doesn't it? It adds up a lot. It's kind of shocking. Like I say, I mean, you think, like I say, if you have subscriptions at like £5 a month, and you have like 20 of them and 10 of them are non-essential, I mean, that's £50 a month you're pissing into the wind. There's £70 of subscriptions. Yikes. Yeah, exactly. Look, I don't know what your income situation is, but as I say, that can be a nasty chunk of money. Especially if you want to save money. Because the other thing you have to bear in mind, right, is it might be like £70 a month or whatever, right, that you're looking at. But if that's £70 a month that you could be saving, or £70 a month that could be invested, compound interest, 30 years, you know, that 70 quid very rapidly becomes a much bigger number. There was somebody on a show recently, funny enough, they pissed away 60 grand. Somebody did a calculation. If they'd have just saved it, they would have had like an extra $1 million at retirement. That's like the level of like insanity, you know, if you say small numbers early on, especially in your 20s or 30s, add up, so. Yeah, 710 months. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like small things add up. Small things add up. And that's without Amazon Prime, yeah. That's the thing as well, you need to look at whether it's actually giving you value or not. Because if you're not using it that much, do you really need it? That's why I keep saying to Josh. That's why I always reevaluate and check. It's like, how often are you actually using certain things? Does that equate to any actual tangible value for you? If the answer's no, then it's probably something you ought to consider dropping. Do you know what I mean? But it really depends. Yeah, let's not go there, Egg. Let's not go there. Yeah, it's crazy. It adds up. You're not paying much for your broadband? Yeah, I mean, you can get some good deals. It just depends. But yeah, if you're spending 70 quid, I mean, that's the thing. Even if half of those subscriptions are not relevant, that's, again, adds up, doesn't it? But that's the thing. I was like, I stopped watching Netflix at one point. I was like, there's no point in me having a Netflix sub, so I just stopped it. The amount of money I've saved from that. The other thing as well is there's sometimes subscriptions you get that are just a nicety, but you can live without them. So, like, I don't pay for Spotify Premium, for example. I just listen to the ads. They're not that bad. You know, I don't have YouTube Premium. My partner has YouTube Premium, because for him, he doesn't want to deal with the ads, which is fine. It's understandable. Me, personally, I don't give a shit. I'll just sit and watch them. I don't care. I just kind of mentally tune it all out. Obviously, people's coping thresholds with stuff like that varies enormously, so find what works for you, but... yeah, there might be some corners to cut with that kind of stuff, potentially, is all I'm saying, depending on your tolerance level. And how much you use it. The only sub you have is for Spotify? Yeah, that's fair enough. You listen for at least 4 hours a day. Yeah, so that sounds like you're getting a lot of value out of that, then. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That is fair enough. Again, like, what suits one person isn't going to suit someone else. It's highly, highly variable. You get 1 gigabyte up and down. Okay, so for, yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, I can't remember what I'm on. I mean, I'd like better, but my area is so crap. To be fair, my providers aren't too bad. It's just the infrastructure just isn't here, unfortunately. It's really annoying. It puts massive limitations on my options, sadly. But yeah. But yeah, no, I'm glad you've gone through the exercise, Ice, of checking, though, because hopefully that's kind of opened your eyes up a little bit to what's going on. Because, yeah, I mean, like, 700 quid a year or potentially on subscriptions that you could save, that goes a long way. I mean, there was a subscription Josh had, and it was like a week's worth of shopping. You know, to put it in perspective. It's crazy. It's crazy how much some of these things are when you think about it in a more compounded over a year fashion. You don't need it all? Yeah. Yeah, we gotta work out what works for you. I don't know, Ek. I'm assuming that is not the normal way that that is dealt with. Normally that would require an exterminator. Also, in some countries, certain species of insect are protected, so there's legality implications with that. So, I can't confirm or deny. You would need to go do some research, but more than likely you would need to get an actual professional fumigator in. It's only 5 more. Yeah, 5... Yeah, well that's the thing. It's where your threshold is for what works for you. The thing is, though, they might say 5 more, but that's not 5 more per year. That's 5 per month. So, yeah, I can see why they're framing it that way, but that's exactly the subscription trap right there. That £5 a month extra is like an extra 60 quid. Also, as well, if you don't need the higher package and it's not going to, again, yield you any tangible, realistic, worthwhile return, you're just peeing money into the wind at that point. A good example is my phone. I have package fluctuations that I can flip-flop as I see fit. I'm not on a fixed contract. But I have some months where I use more data than others. But I've got the freedom to swap. I think the cheapest package is like a £5. I'm normally on either the £8 or the £10 package. But I've got the freedom to change it month to month. So if I anticipate I'm not gonna, I will manually dial my package down to save me money. Because if I do that 3 or 4 times a year, you know, I'm saving a chunk of money right there. I mean, there are packages that are like 50 quid a month. I don't need that. It's absolutely insane. They do have some lock-in options for like 12 or 24 months where you can get it slightly cheaper. But then you're like locked in. The thing is, they add bonuses, but I'm not realistically going to use those bonuses. So for me, that doesn't actually give me any value return for the sake of locking in, so I don't bother. But if I was someone who wanted to get extra out of my package and spend less, it would make sense. But yeah, given my usage for my phone is so low, for me personally, it's actually better just to not be locked in and fluctuate it as I need. Hi, Slom, how you doing? Thank you very much for the follow. We're doing well today. Sorry, we're just yapping about phone packages and saving money at the moment. Yeah, I buy the phone outright too. Yeah. Yeah, I do that too. I always hunt around for... I mean, I could have got my phone cheaper. I've got a Pixel 9a at the moment. Unfortunately, they were just about to release the 10s, but my my old phone gave out on me, so I had to make the jump there and then. Had I been able to wait, I would have saved myself an extra 150 quid. But unfortunately, things did not quite line up in my favour in that instance. But, iPhone's mad expensive. I get why some people like it, I personally don't, but to each their own. I think they're massively overpriced for what they're... I mean, there is some good stuff with them, do not get me wrong. But for me personally, there's... No, the value return ratio ain't good for me. No choice due to accessibility. Ah, you need the accessibility features, fair enough. I have no idea what options are really available that are good for that. There might be some stuff on the market now. I don't know how recently you've checked, but it's always worth checking every so often. But yeah, hopefully you see stuff that works. It's still behind. Yeah, that's a shame. I'm wondering if some of the other phones from other markets might be better. I don't know. I'd have to do some research. There is a guy called Mr. Who's the Boss who does a lot of phone reviews, and he does a lot of really obscure, weird phones. So maybe some of those are a bit more suited? I don't know. You'd have to do some research, but I think phones as a whole are getting better in that regard. What I don't like is the fact that we're kind of losing buttons and stuff. I like actual physical button. Also, I had a really dumb update on my phone. This happened about a year ago, I'd say now. Yeah, they updated it, so they switched the button off button for an AI prompt button. I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to turn my phone off if the home screen fails? Because you have to scroll down and then hit off to turn the phone off. I was like, no, I want the button for turning off the phone to be a physical button, because if the home screen freezes and I can't get to that menu for some stupid reason, I'm stuck with a phone I can't turn off. Yeah, let it run out of battery. Yeah, that's fun. So you can manually swap it back, thankfully, inside of Android. Yeah, Ek knows exactly what I'm on about. Yeah, that shit's annoying. I'm sorry, but that's stupid design. I mean, maybe make it a combo of buttons or something to bring the AI thing up, but the actual on-off button, that is so stupid, because that's going to create so many problems. I am Som, but I'm not allowed to say where, sorry, due to TOS. There's a link tree in my bio, though. I am sure you can work it out from there. Yeah, see, I had a Samsung before. Hi, Rohan. I'm not allowed to say, sorry. But yeah, Samsung were really expensive. I still think they make good phones, but they're just out of my budget range. OnePlus, no, didn't look at those. I had a big old long chat with the guy in the shop. For my price range and longevity-wise, the Pixel seemed like the best bargain. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. You gotta bear in mind as well, there's limited stuff in my area, and I needed this on a very quick turnaround. So, that kind of constrained me somewhat. I've got no idea if they're in the UK or not. I've got no idea if that particular one's in the UK. I would have to do some looking. Yeah, also, I used to have a Samsung phone, but I've been priced out, basically, of Samsung. I mean, I had to pay more money for the one I've got than what I wanted, but combined with getting a phone scam problem, combined with urgency, it's just a pain in the ass. So, yeah. What are they called again? Apparently they do exist in the UK. Holy shit. 850 quid. Yeah, way out of my price range. Holy shit. Oh, OnePlus is winding down their direct products to rolling out in the UK and Europe, so they're leaving. They're not worth going for. I don't know what you're going on about, Nadaldo. It'd be nice if you spoke English and not gibberish in chat. Thanks. Hi, Phoenix. Hey, Gunslinger. Yeah, they're leaving the market, so I wouldn't even consider them. They're winding down their product rollout, so yeah, OnePlus is not even an option. Yeah. Yeah, they want 850 quid for the version 15. The 15R is £649 apparently at the moment. What's the map? It is Grave Robber Cliffs. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, glad I didn't buy that brand because, like I say, they're exiting the market apparently. So yeah, that's gonna be a no-brainer for anyone who's got one of those in the UK moving forward. Which is really sucky, but it is what it is. Yeah, they've said okay, there's gonna be some software support with maintenance, but they don't have a. It looks like they're moving to Oppo's support system apparently. Okay. Sorry, I've just been mooching because of the people that have been asking. What plane? It's the Spitfire Mark 22. Yeah, if they say they're winding down stuff, that means you've probably got a couple of years tops. That's normally what that's code for. You've got a OnePlus 12. Well, good luck, because that ain't going to be supported moving forward by the looks of it. Although it seems to be primarily the UK they're winding down at the moment, but it does say and Europe, so Yeah, you might want to bear that in mind, because you may have to swap phone. At least you know, though, Nev, because I don't know if you knew before, but yeah. Right, let's go for the sea fire. We got this, we got this. We're ahead on points, so we should win this. I don't know who you're talking to, Nadal, though. I can't see who you're talking to. Bringer of bad news. Thanks, Ice. Charming. Really charming. How long have you had that phone, Jeff? What, me? Okay. I don't know why you're saying let her cook directly to the person who you're saying should cook. I'm very confused. Sorry, that doesn't make any sense from a conversational point of view. Sorry. You have me completely lost there. Oh, hang on, it wasn't Jeff that was with it. It was Nev, wasn't it? Shit. Good luck with it, Nev. I'm not too bad, no. How are you? You're alright.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
Power World. I need to get back on Power World. I do really love it. They've added a lot more. Aren't they officially at release now? It's been a hot while since I've played it. Yeah, I don't even know if my world's gonna be, like, workable anymore. I might have to restart. I'm not sure. They got loads of islands now? Oh my god. Can I carry on my old world, or is it gonna break? Do I have to start over? Hey, thank you for the follow, no. Best of luck with your matches. You restarted? Is there a reason to restart? Is it gonna be buggy if I carry on the old one? Oh, you got custom options. Ooh! What team are you and what? That doesn't make sense in English. I'm on the blue team because they're my allies. Every time you go into a match, you will always be on the blue team. It reverses it. Sorry, the English is not very good, Nadaldo. I don't understand what you're on about. What team are you and what is not proper English? I'm sorry. If you can rephrase the question, then I will be able to answer it. I'm gonna do extra XP. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I might do that, because in Ark, why not TED? I don't know what doing a TED is, sorry. Again, not English. That makes no sense. I have no idea, Ek, but if you want something like that, Epic Battles of History is really funny for that kind of stuff.
Let's keep the pressure on. Victory is close.
They might be asking what tier I'm playing. No, that's... No, it doesn't read like that. Sorry, you can't see the conversation because it's taking place somewhere else. No, I've got no idea. I suspect English isn't their main language. Given the username, I'm guessing they're from some African nation. But I could be wrong. I don't know. It's very hard for me to tell. Google Translate. Yeah, I mean, I have an auto-translate function, but it's not using the auto-translate function. It's exactly what they're typing. It's not a translation error. And I can't translate it because I don't know what language. It seems like they're trying to use English, but not doing it very well. And there's nothing I can do about that. You think they're using it? I don't know. I don't know. I've got nothing to go on that would imply that. No idea. As I say, there's limitations to what I can do with that, unfortunately. fair enough, no. How are you finding the set? Do you like it? No, it's all good, Ice. It's all good. Yeah, I mean, I have stuff to try and help, but there's limitations of it. Again, I can only do so much.
Just keep it up, and victory will be ours.
There's only so much I can do. Ah, they got me. Rip. Okay, I've actually run out of, vehicles. There is custom decal stuff. I can't leave the match. What the fuck? Oh, it's doing it now. Okay. I don't think there's spray paint specifically. There are custom camos. There are mods where you can make entirely custom camos, but they're not official. Not all players will see them either. Because some people will have the feature disabled or enabled. I've got stuff set so that custom camos don't show. Because if someone puts something rude or inappropriate... I mean, there is a thing in game. You can report people if they make inappropriate camos. But I really don't want it showing up on my stream and causing problems. So I have that all disguised. But, yeah, there are mods that are permitted for the game for that kind of stuff. Let's say, not everybody has it enabled, so not everyone will see it. But, I mean, in terms of the default camo functionality in the game, you just go into customization. And then you can add decals and pick a skin. And then obviously you've got the ones that are included here, but obviously I don't have all of them unlocked, so. But they're normally kind of, like, variant war themes. I mean, you've got, like, the Senrai Maidens and all that stuff. That's a thing. Those are, like, the anime-themed ones. You found a bird last night. Okay. A bird you're using to fly? What do you mean a bird you're using to fly? I have a... Oh, you mean in Power World? Jesus Christ, I thought you'd found a pigeon and you were trying to ride it in your back garden. I don't know why that was the first image in my head. Jesus Christ. Sorry, I just had IRL Pokemon in my head gone wrong. I was... Oh my god. Be my friend! Starts to sit on it. I wonder why my friend's being quiet now. Just pancake the thing. Oh my god, Power World. Of course you're talking about Power World. Jesus Christ. Sorry. As I said, my brain just had an IRL pigeon in my head. I was just like... Oh, this is gonna end badly. Okay, one on Power World makes way more sense. Yeah, one on Power World makes way more sense. Right, I think I'm gonna call this the last match. Hang on, my friend's replying. Can we play the horror game? If it's not, we'll go on the other demo first. Yeah, the hedgehogs! I hope the hedgehogs are doing well. Right, okay, my friend is, like, ready to play, so I'm gonna... Right, after this match, we're gonna get the demo on. Well, play test, you know what I mean. We'll get that on. He is ready to go, so... We are gonna start ripping through game demos. I think what we will do is we'll give each one an hour, and then we can rip through a few today. We might be able to get 2 or 3 done today. Alright. That should be good. We can get a fair bit done then, you see. Yeah, hopefully that'll be alright. We can get fairly decently into some stuff. So my understanding is that first one is like an extraction horror game, so that might be a little weird, but we'll see how we do in it. Don't know what the underlying mechanics between the runs are going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be kind of Tarkov, kind of looty-booty stuff, but we will see. You made them a new house! Oh, that's cute! I hope they like it! I hope they like it. Hopefully they will appreciate it. Hedgehogs are cute. You do not want to get spiked by a hedgehog, though. They hurt. Oh my god, yes, ice, that'd be amazing. Thank you. Yes. Abso-freaking-lutely, man. Yeah, that'd be cool. Thank you. Hi, Shovel, how you doing? Oh, on that note, I do need to revert the Discord with the image thing. I will see about doing that next day off I have. I think they've semi-sorted the problem, so... I'd still be careful what you post, though, on Discord, because of that weird problem they've still got, but... it's better than nothing. They're slowly sorting it at a snail's pace, but they're sorting it. But yeah, you might have to DM me that one, Ice. I will try and get the server reset and adjusted, but it's going to take some time. Right, let's see what we can do. Right, let's see what we can do. Yeah, the picture, yeah. You just bung it to me in DMs whenever. No rush, though. No, don't worry. I mean, to be honest, I thought you were riding a pigeon 10 minutes ago, so... Go figure. Oh, I know. It's anything with a grid that sets it off, Sam. Any kind of grid-esque pattern. Again, there's a whole video explaining it. No text-to-speech has a good video on it. I can't really discuss it too extensively here, but... Yeah, it is kind of bullshit and annoying and stupid, but it... Again, silly things like this happen. Right. Hopefully we can win this match. We are slightly ahead, not by much. Yeah, I've seen and heard that too, Sam. Yeah, I've heard similar. I know some people that haven't been able to get it fixed. Or if they have, they've immediately been blapped a week later for the same thing. It's so stupid. It is extraordinarily stupid. But yeah, Discord support is terrible. They have always been terrible, unfortunately. It's just one of those ones that's particularly bad, unfortunately. They cannot be relied upon, unfortunately, to actually provide proper help. They have a bit of a reputation for it. And frankly justified from the limited experience I've had of dealing with them. Come on. Oh, someone got that one. Okay. Oh, okay. I didn't quite line that up. Didn't quite get that lined up right. Wasn't far off, but it wasn't right. Sadly. Right. Let's see what we can do. Okay, I'm somehow near the top. That is scary because I'm playing terrible this match. Hey, Jack. I am not doing good in this one. Hey, Punisher, how you doing? Hey, Shard. Yeah, I mean, I think it was already on a trend before that, Sam, but that definitely made it worse, them trying to get listed. That definitely exacerbated things, no question about that. I'd say the downward trend was already well in progress before then, though. Oh, come on. Oh. this is gonna be fun and games. I don't want to get slotted in behind. I need to maneuver around and try and hope. Oh, okay, that one's down. Oh, where's the other guy? You're there. Okay, well, he swapped targets, so he's off me. Problem is, there's a whole bunch of other ones. Okay. My convergence is set weird, so that might be why my aim looks a little weird, other than me just being a potato. I do aim for slightly weird spots, but yeah, my convergence is really, really long. So, anything wing-mounted, yeah, it might be looking a tad odd, but that will be in part why. Because I have mine set to an absurd distance. I think I've basically got it on the max, pretty much. Shit, that is not good. That is a complete flip-flop on the points. Right, let's get that replan. I'm gonna wait 20 seconds. I'm gonna just hope this guy doesn't slot in behind me. I think he's tied up, so I think we'll be fine. I just need to buy myself some time. Come on. I should be able to get this guy. Come on. There we go. Right, cool. Hi, you're alright, Harry, but I'm doing okay. I can play better. I'm doing alright. Some matches are good, some matches are bad. You just take it how it is. We all have our bad ones. That guy should go down. That one's enough damage that something will happen there. We might stay out for a while, though. That yak's telegraphing for me. That should be enough. One behind me, rip. Okay, we got four assists in one vehicle. That's not terrible. I can live with that. That's a net positive trade for me, so we'll take that. I need to get back in there though, because they are still ahead on points, which is scary. Don't like their head on points. There's about 1,500 in it, which is horrible. I need to claw that back somehow. All these guys hanging out at the top here. Enemy team is playing really low. I want to stop that P2 if I can. There's that Tempest sneaking around down there as well. He's going to need dealing with. Right, let's help these guys out, and then we're gonna have to sweep round. Hey, Micah, how you doing? Let's not hit the cliff. Good rule of thumb. Oh, come here. I couldn't see because of the smoke. Right, well, that vehicle's a bust. I was gonna go dodge around him, but I lost track of where he was because of the smoke. And I went up his ass. No, I'm not doing the scimitar event. Nah. It's tanks. I don't score well. I don't have time for the scoring events normally, just in general. Yeah, that was a stupid way to die. I shouldn't have got... I pulled the engine down, so I was ready for trying to get past him, but... I should have just flipped off right. That would have been fine. I should have just bailed right, and I would have avoided him. But flip-flopping and overcommitting, and then, yeah, being blinded by the smoke didn't help. It was a bad decision in the moment. It's a stupid bad decision in the moment. Oh, fair enough. I don't know. I mean, I'm waiting for the playtest. I want to have a look at the, infantry playtest. I do feel that it'd be better off inside of enlisted rather than War Thunder, but you know how it is. Sound is off? What do you mean? Sound is off in what way?
We've got to counterattack.
Guys, is my mic volume okay? Can anyone just confirm? I can rebalance audio if need be. Fine to you? You can hear? Okay, I don't know what the issue is for Arabella. Maybe they're having a device malfunction? I don't know what they mean by slightly off. If you can be more specific, I can troubleshoot any issues. APG. Sorry, I'm trying to hydrate as well while we're doing stuff. Yeah, missing a little bit of the wing. Yeah, just a tad. Just a tad. Yeah, I don't want to quit out the game. Thanks, guys. We will be swapping after this, though. We got demos and playlists. Playlists? Playtests. I know what I mean. Dang it. I know what I mean. You know what I mean. Sorry. Brain fart. Yeah, I don't know what device they're on, Ice. They could be on a phone. I don't know. I don't have any information. I don't want to assume they're on a computer because they might not be. I mean, I've had people complain about audio and they've had their bloody device muted, so... I have no idea. Have I played Nuclear Thunder? I have, but I don't really care for it, if I'm honest. I've not played it since it's come back. I think I played like one match and that was it. And that wasn't even on stream. That was like way, way back. But yeah, I get it's a thing. I get people enjoy it. Just I just don't care for it. I'm normally busy doing BP grind. That's more of a concern to me is BP grind. I'm just grinding out and grabbing vehicles. That's what I like doing in this game. Hey, Jean, hey him. So yeah, it's my my priority. It's what I enjoy doing. Right. Let's have a little look-see. I'm not the stone. You're the one with the old phone nev that's being taken out of commission. You call me old. This works two ways, buddy. You always flop BP. Yeah, I mean, I really struggled when I came back to the game doing BP. It was hard getting back into it. Now I've got kind of a system and a routine down with it. It's alright. There we go first. I kind of wasted some time there at the end. Yeah, shit happens. Right, I'm gonna go boot that demo up. We'll have a quick toilet break. But yeah, we'll try a bunch of these demos and play tests. Oh, big stretch. We've done okay. Right, let me... Yeah, I desperately need the loo. Right, let me go swap everything over. It's gonna take me a couple of minutes, guys, so just bear with me a moment, alright? And, we will go from there. Shouldn't take me too long, alright? So yeah, back in a minute, guys. I'll be as fast as I can.